Marsh, what I was trying to see from Tyler Marsh was how would you adjust to them now packing the paint? And you know what happened? He started saying, all right, Angel, bring the ball up. Camilla started getting going. Ariel started getting going. Other things started to help, and then she was allowed to be okay. Then you got to see her you got to see her confidence and things come back. She felt better. You have to. That's what I wanted to see him do. Is let her do that. Like, let her do other things. Don't keep her trying to play the same way. That's what got Teaspoon messed up last year. And I love Teaspoon, but Teaspoon did not make it easier on our bigs last year. She didn't. The bigs should have been featured more in high and lows. They should have let Angel handle the ball more. She is a natural, she's a point guard. The girl called herself dime dropper in high school. All she want to do is get everybody open, and she passes people open. She don't just pass to where you're at. She passes you open. That's two different things people don't understand. Look at what she did with Rachel Bannum. Rachel Bannum was going on a cut. She caught Rachel Bannum right there. Easy layup.
Hey, bro, that was as a point guard, that was one of the toughest passes I've seen.
Toughest passes.
Underhand bounce low to the pocket of the what? I was like, whoa. Nah,
Angel special, bro.
I would have to do the bounce pass, two-hand chest pass from my chest. She did it a scoop, one-hand bounce.
Yeah. That's Angel.
She one of them ones.
Hey, bro, the girls transcended. The girls are beasts, bro. And people going F around and find out. When all this hating y'all doing, y'all take this one game. I didn't think she had a real bad game, really, HD. See, everybody thinks she's supposed to get a double-double. I saw them 6 assists. I saw her running that offense. I saw her feeding Camilla. I saw her playing a little bit of defense. She didn't play the kind of defense I'm used to seeing her playing, but she still plays some damn defense. I'm not mad about her quote unquote 0 rebounds going into the third quarter. I wasn't worried about that. I'm looking at Angel like this girl is a 6'3" point guard. This girl can play 3 positions, really 5, but 3 really good. The 4, the 1, hell, she could probably play the 2.
I don't think she could play the 2, but my thing with her.
I mean, in spots. I think she could if she concentrated on that, but mainly the 4, the 3, and a little bit of point forward, that type of thing.
The reason I said she had a bad game was because her energy was low. I wanted her to attack more. And the thing with Angel, and this is understandable. See, I don't grade Angel like I grade Asia or Nafisa. You understand what I'm saying? I don't, because they're 2 different points of their career. Now, if Angel is in her 4th or 5th year doing the same thing, then that's when I have a problem.
Right.
But this is her 2nd year. It's the same with Cece. I don't grade her like I grade Enrique. I don't grade them the same. Like, I don't look at the stats. I look at how you're playing on the court.
Well, that's because you have sense, HD. You have sense.
No, I got sense, Brad. Exactly, because I give this to my dad. God rest his soul. I wish he was still here today, but God rest his soul. Him, my uncles, God rest their soul too. They not here. They watched basketball for what it was. They watched the ABA. They watched the days of basketball was played with Kareem with the Bucks, and they watched Dr. J put on a show with the big fro. Then he had the mini fro in the Sixers. So I was taught the game. Like, I was taught from players who played the game, coaches who coached the game. They don't look at it. I had to record film. I was terrible at it, but I recorded film of basketball games, and the coaches would literally show me that this is how you watch it. Like, they're seeing if a player either come with energy or is this player scrapping. If you're known as a scrapper and you're not scrapping, they're going to be like, man, what are you doing? So I didn't see her energy. Her energy was low, so I said she had a bad game from that standpoint. But the thing I love about it was she picked it up. She started passing. She started getting Miller involved. She started playing. She got the pick on Fee, and she was able to get it to HBL. You saw the energy start to come up. That's what I want to see her do, is when I don't care if she's 23% from the field. I don't care. I just want to see your energy, because her energy is going to help us get to the playoffs. She has to keep that energy up. If she doesn't, look at the other team. Look at the other teammates when her energy's low. They play low. Camilla play low. Ariel play low. They play low. And when she starts getting back up, Ariel's getting hyped up more. That's what I need her for. And when she does that, we're good. Go ahead, AJ.
Bro, I agree 100%. And I said that in one of my videos. And it wasn't that she had a bad game. And she is at a point where she's adjusting more than anybody on the team.
Yes.
She's literally sitting at the top of the key, sometimes going like this. And that's not a bad thing. She's processing like, I've never been here. So I got to process what's going to happen. And so at the end of the last game, you see her catch the ball at the top of the key. She didn't think. She ended up throwing it straight to Haley, hit an open three. But she needed to process that first quarter, standing there like, what am I going to do up here? She had to process it. So it's not that she's having a bad game. And in my video, I said it took away from her doing what she's doing best, just crashing the boards. We know that. But now she's playing high. So Miller's going to have to handle that down there. She's going to have to develop a little more down in the post too, because Amber's here figuring her new spot out too. And so I think that's the biggest thing, is it might take some time to get used to, but she's not giving up there. She's just understanding this is new. What do I do in this position? Like you said, at the end of the game, you've seen her saying, okay, now I can play here. And then people hate it. Ooh, I'm going to go on a rant for a second. People hated all offseason her doing tween pull-ups. And it wasn't about her ever doing that move. It's about getting comfortable in that space court. Because we've seen her bring it up, and now she's tweening against Fee. Now she's comfortable because she did it all off season. And she didn't do it to go get her bucket. She tween, one hand pass to Camilla. Camilla gets an easy layup. And so, like, I'm seeing her go through a new process. And that's what gets me fired up. Some people take my videos sometimes as a critique or a negative thing. And no, I'm seeing her process the game differently now, because she's in a new position. People can't do that. That's the Draymond. Draymond, one of my favorite players ever.
Me too. I love Dray.
Like, they make a joke about triple single. No, he can get 5 in every freaking category. Whatever you need it. He can go get 5 of whatever you need.
Yeah, because he's a true floor general.
Yeah, I'm seeing her slowly becoming that. So when I say,
hey, Zoe, I dropped the link for you, Zoe. Go ahead, AJ.
Zoe.
Go ahead, AJ. You good?
No. I'm just seeing, like, what you're saying. I'm double backing on what you're saying. Is like, yo, I'm agreeing. And it's just, it's not that she's having bad games. She's in a new spot, and you're seeing somebody in real time go through it, because the W's training cap is all but 3 days. Like,
and you know what the scary part, AJ? Just wait till she gets to mid-season. Oh my goodness.
Well, hey, let me ask you a question. Before the Angel phenomenon, how many times have you heard pundits or whatever talk about, like HD said something interesting earlier about measuring these players against players who have been in the league 5+ years? I don't remember ever a rookie, not even Breonna Stewart, not even Candace Parker, not any of these great players who come before Angel, and not Asia Wilson. I have never heard any pundits measure their rookie season with players who have been like a Diana Taurasi or a Tamika Catchings. I've never seen anybody compared these players like Maya Moore. Never seen them measure them against veterans until Angel came. I think that's part of the propaganda. Is these people, they want to act like Angel is a finished product. This is how she plays. This is how she's going to be for the rest of her career. They're giving that impression. Like she's the only one in the league, a young player in the league that has to improve their game. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know about y'all, but I don't remember any other rookie like top 10 pick or somebody projected to be a good to great player. I've never seen anybody critique under a microscope their skills until Angel Reese.
Bro, she has to be right now. They want her to be a complete player, and she was drafted seventh. And even with people saying, why did somebody judge her, or why did somebody vote her Rookie of the Year? She didn't deserve it, blah, blah, blah. If you really go back and look at Rookie of the Years, 13 and 13 surpasses 95% of them. But she didn't even get judged as a rookie. She was getting judged as a finished, like you said, a finished product.
A finished product. Yep.
That's just not
because
even if you look at her counterpart, the other part, Caitlyn, she didn't get judged as a finished product because everybody swept her mistakes under the rug.
There you go.
Like, let's elevate her mistakes.
Right.
What you also got to understand, because you can't quantify Angel's impact by numbers. You understand what I'm saying? You can't quantify it by you can't quantify it because she's unorthodox. It's like a boxer. You see a boxer who may fight orthodox, but their stance is southpaw. But they're right. They're really right-handed, but they fight southpaw. So you got some who are ambidextrous who play differently or fight differently. It's something that people never seen before. That's why I said Angel's one of one. Angel's one of one. They never seen that type of style or that type of player. So what they try to do is they want to try to compare her to a guard, and it's like you can't do it. You can't match forwards or guards or bigs with smalls. That's like the dumbest thing. But it ain't even that. It's these sports shows started that. Like I told everybody when Cold Pizza started, when all these shows started, they were going to ruin the game. They compare players like they were comparing receivers at one point to a defender. Like what are we talking about? They don't play the same damn position. So they don't know how to take on Angel's game because they don't understand it. They don't understand it, and they don't want to understand it. They want to just say, "Oh, you're finished. We're going to get you out of here." She have a bad game.
Waters.
Like she have a bad game. It's like we got to crucify her. If Cece have a bad game, we got to blame all the other 4 or 5 players, the coaches,
they didn't catch the
staff who ain't bring water to her that day. Her mom ain't massage her back that day. It's something crazy. It's like it instead of just attacking it, moving on.
You know she had a bad game because she didn't get a manicure.
What's up, Prince?
Here go Prince with this old lion ass tag he got on his change his name again. You're here lying again. You ain't cooking nobody. You ain't cooking nobody. Get out of here, bro. You ain't cooking nobody. You ain't cooking nobody, man. You ain't cooking nobody. You getting cooked. You getting cooked, man. You getting cooked. You one of them ones that get cooked. You one of them ones that get cooked. You one of them ones that get cooked. Get out of here.
I gotta ask my brother, what you got on the grill, man?
I put you in my gumbo. I put you in my Columbus, Ohio gumbo. I put you in my Columbus, Ohio gumbo, bro.
Look. Hey.
Out of here.
A little bit of lamb chop, you know. We get it fresh.
That's hilarious.
Lamb chops.
Lamb chops. What you got? Some skewers? You got some skewers on the pit too?
Yeah, we gotta get some greens on. We gotta get some greens on there, man. You know, gotta get some asparagus on there. Gotta get some asparagus on there, man.
I can't with you, dog. No. Go ahead, Zoe. That's what you gotta say, brother.
Hey, you must have huh?
What'd you say?
You must have blocked Brogad, huh?
No,
Oh yeah,
you blocked
no, yeah,
Brogad.
with
No,
the
I
F
didn't block
bombs
him.
on it,
Bro,
bro.
you blocked Brogad. He must have said something crazy.
No, I didn't block him. I kicked him off and put him in timeout because he was in here being disrespectful. He said the F bomb. Then he went into the chat cussing somebody else out.
Oh,
So it's like, bro, I'm not finna
Man,
have
let me
that
finish.
going on,
Let me
man.
finish.
Hey, look,
F.
they were emailing me, man. Come cook Brogad. I said, man, stop emailing me. I watch the TV,
Right,
man. I
right,
watch the TV, man.
right.
But what y'all got going on, man? What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking
We
about?
was talking about the Sky got their final roster spots, how everyone feel. We having mixed reviews on it. You have some people saying, HD, I'm with you. We need to trade Bantam and all of them. And then people mad about us keeping West Bell and HBL. Then you got some who happy with HBL but wanted Maddie gone and possibly go pick up somebody else. So it's kind of a mixture. What you think about it, bro? What you think about it?
I like that they kept the rookies. That's been one of my biggest pet peeves this off season is getting some of these
That is
rookies
true.
a chance
That's
to
true.
grow. So I'm happy they
That's
kept the rookies. They got a coach. They got a coach.
They got a coach.
They got Angel could be as great as she want to be. Camilla could take a step. Ariel Atkins could make all defense. They got a coach, man. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't like what I've seen from their offensive sets in the preseason.
Me neither. Yep, I agree.
This what people need to realize. I don't think a lot of people understand how basketball and running sets actually works.
Mm-hmm.
They let the media tell them it's just the preseason. They gonna get better. Don't you know they practice for like 3 weeks before the first preseason game, right?
Yeah.
So if they come out and they don't even know how to set a double horn screen, that's concerning.
Yes, very concerning.
If they come out and they don't actually know how to run a read and react, it's simple offense, and they're professional athletes, that's concerning. Like, I need people to get out of this preseason. I don't know where that narrative started at. I don't know where it was created, but that's
From the sports shows, Prince, from the sports shows, the sports shows would, not to cut you off, but the sports shows would come on and say, "Oh, it's just preseason. He gonna run that route better," or "Oh, this person gonna do that." Then 5 weeks in the season, they still doing the same jump as they did week 2, week 1 of the preseason. So you right. I agree with you. You absolutely right.
You gotta look. I'm okay. I'm okay with the learning curve for Tyler Marsh, first year head coach. But if y'all been on my channel, y'all know my philosophy. Don't give me an expectation, then ask me to change it midway through. I'm gonna hold you to that expectation. This is basketball. They be like, so why you so hard on people? Because I played at the highest level. You don't get no grace. What you getting grace for? You know what grace for? Grace for people on the blacktop. We lose, we go home, go to work. We'll come back out here tomorrow and play basketball. Man, you're getting paid to do a job. You don't get no grace. Do the job. Look, my daddy told me when I was 11 years old, he paying you $20 to come cut his grass on Saturday morning. You be there at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning, go cut his grass. You don't get no grace, ain't no excuses. That's his money. That's not your money. He got an expectation for you, and you meet that expectation. Athletes and coaches, you got an expectation. You meet that expectation. What happened to my game, man? What happened to the basketball I love? This is getting out of hand, man. What happened to the game? We give too much grace. Look, he's a first-year head coach, but you've been around the Aces for years. They were winning championships while you was there. If you can't get Camilla and Angel Reese to set a screen correctly at the top of the block, it's simple. Touch somebody. Watch the film together and say, hey, you got to touch somebody on this.
Hey, Prince, hold on real quick. Auntie Juju, we can't hear you. You got to fix your mic.
Go
ahead, Prince. My bad. Go ahead.
And look, I don't understand what going on with Maddie. They don't know what to do with her. I don't think Jeff and Tyler Marsh was on the same page with picking Maddie. Because Tyler Marsh looks like she isn't in his wheelhouse of whatever he's trying to run. She ain't part of the scheme. He even had a quote that he just threw her out there just so he could get everybody to play. He had her playing the 3. I'm like, what?
Testing.
Let's be better. Let's be better, man. Look.
Yeah, we can hear you now, Juju. Go ahead, Prince.
This is my final point. They told me, I didn't say this. The fans told me Chicago gonna be a 4 to 6 seed. So my expectations, all my critiques are 4 to 6 seed, and I want to see that 4 to 6 seed offense and defense look like a 4 to 6 seed. This is what people got to understand. Chicago can't have a below 500 record and be the 6th seed. That's not how basketball works. Y'all know that, right? That means we can't say if they go 0-10 in their first 10 games, it's okay. They're going to be all right. No, you can't go 0-10 in your first 10 games and be the 6th seed. That's not how basketball works.
Whoa, Prince. What did Indiana Fever go and where did they land? So don't say that. They went 0-10 and they were a 6th seed. Slow that down.
Indiana wasn't 0-10.
They were 2-8. 2-8.
They were 2-8.
2-8.
Okay, but am I close enough? No. So what you're saying is you lose
what
your
was
first.
Their final record? What was their final record?
No. Don't skip that.
No,
My point.
I'm not skipping. What was Indiana's final record?
I just know they landed in the 6th spot.
They were 500.
500. It was 500. They were 20-20. 2 games below that, guess where they would have failed? If they would have started the season 0-10, guess where they would have been? They would have been the 8th seed, not the 6th seed.
That's still playoffs.
But no, this is the thing though. My expectations isn't playoffs. They told me 4 to 6 seed.
Oh, for Chicago.
Right. That's what he's saying. He's saying the fans said to him, which he is absolutely correct, because I saw that live stream, that we were going to be between 4 and 6. So his critique is from them being a 4 and 6. And I'm just going to be honest, like, I don't see 4 and 6, like 4 to 6. Like, seeing right now.
Who do you hold up? So that means you see New York, Minnesota, Aces. That's 3. Who are the 2 above them? What you say?
Seattle and the Fever.
Seattle
and the Fever. Mm-hmm.
The Fever, and then
I got Seattle 5 Fever. This is
okay.
fine.
So who are these? Who is 6? If they're not going to be 6, because you said
no, I didn't say they weren't going to be 6. I said that I don't see like how they've been playing.
Yeah,
I don't see a 6th seed. I don't even see a 5th seed. They're playing like they're barely about to make the 8th seed. I'm still gonna stick to my I'm unalive on the hill that you'll be 6, but they don't even look like they look barely about to make it to the 8th seed. I haven't liked what I've seen from Kia Nurse. Rebecca Allen, I don't know if her leg is still bothering her or she still it's a mental thing with her still. Cause she's just been getting beat on like the simplest plays. They're not even running nothing simplistic to where it's like, I don't know what's going on. And then Maddie Westbell, why do you got Maddie playing the 3, bringing the ball up? That's not her game. Maddie don't do that. And I don't even like how I didn't even like when they threw Bantam at the point guard. I was just so.
Okay, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. And we're not critiquing, and I'm not tearing him apart. I'm really looking forward to Tyler Marsh. Did you see the momentum change? Why did he go away from Angel being a point forward when Sloot was not in the game? When you did that, that wouldn't have happened. This game could have been won. She was better bringing up the ball. Why did you have Bantam and Atkins bringing up the ball? Angel can do that.
Because I think he's trying to. It's like Sean Payton a little bit. If you're Saints fans, Sean Payton does a lot of stuff where he tries to show people he's smart. But if you're smart, you don't have to show you're smart. You're smart.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to show you're the smartest person in the room. Just do it. And to me, I think Tyler Marsh at times is looking at it like, I'm this new coach. Yeah, I'm this guy. He's feeding into stuff. Because Prince said on his video the other day about it, and I didn't want to go there, but it's coming off a little bit like you're feeding into you're a genius without even showing you're a genius yet. And I don't like that. Now I understand you want to try some rotations, you want to try some things because it's preseason, but you only got 2 games. 2 games. This ain't the NBA where you got what, like 6, 7, maybe 8 preseason games.
Yeah.
But it's not the trying stuff that is irking me with him. It's the trying stuff that don't fit your team. Why are you going away? It's okay to try a new set, but try that out of create that action out of sets that are actually working. Don't throw those set away and go an entire game. Example A, yesterday they played switch defense at the high post. You were running drag with backside help. Why did you go away from that after you just beat Minnesota running that? Now you guys switch. Camilla and Angel Reese is just letting them slip to the rim because y'all ain't been running it. And that's not you can't run that with Camilla because Camilla isn't quick enough to recover off the slip. And then you got no backside help because they pulling Ariel Atkins to the wing. And you got Rachel Bannum and Rebecca Allen trying to recover to the rim. That's not gonna work. That's not even how they play defense. That's what I mean about don't get too smart, Tyler Marsh. Don't outsmart your own coaching. Keep it simple. You're a first-year head coach. You know how you show them you smart? Do the simple things that help your team win. And this offseason, they going to say you turned that team around from what it was the year before. Not, oh, you went through this astronomical stuff and you brought in some 7 seconds or less offense. We don't want to see that. Mike D'Antoni, before that 7-second offense, people don't realize Mike D'Antoni had 3 different stops before that where he was unsuccessful.
Yes.
Let's be honest. We got to stop this, man. We got to stop this glorifying people because they come from pedigrees and trees, man. We got to stop this, man.
Hey, Prince.
Exactly.
Prince, I got a question.
What up?
And you know, I don't know if you don't know, but I've only put out like 10 videos and everything's rocking. So I wanted your advice or just your know-how. Like you're saying you're critiquing the Sky on this 4-6 curve, right? Because the fans, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm really searching for knowledge as another content creator in this space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are you going based on some random fans saying 4-6 when you know in your heart of hearts it might be 7-8? Why not?
I know. Look, I know it's 7-8. Look, if you see, I the way I create content, I don't do like Hdiitv will tell you. I don't do breaking news. I just break down film. So when I get on people panels, I'm able to say that because that's not actually what I make videos about.
Okay.
I don't make videos about records. I don't make videos about records. I don't make videos about who the best team in the league is. That's not what I do. That's my
job. That's my job. That's my job.
I was asking because like my basketball brain is the same way. Like I sit there and really break down plays. Like I played basketball all the way up until college. I was just too short to go too far into college. I'm 5'8", but you know I read.
You play college ball? You play college ball?
And JC.
Okay.
Right. But so I understand the game of ball, but it's like even me really trying to talk that like, and my videos I really be like dumbing it down just because like.
You should, because you got a broad audience. Yeah.
Hey, look, Hdiitv.
That's why I'm asking you that question.
Look, Hdiitv will tell you like I have conversations with him, Showtime off screen. I always tell them like my knowledge of the game and how I look at film, like I don't bring everything into my film breakdowns because I know your casual audience really won't understand it. Like, they don't know what getting skinny is. They don't know what all of that is. They don't know what anchors are. They don't know what none of that is. So I really kind of like just methodically.
And everybody's language is different too. So
So I use latent terms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, it's really it really got to be a passion, because I mean, if you do film breakdown, you already know, man. You watch so many games, you got to go back and watch other teams who run a system. Like when I do film breakdowns, like let's say another team runs the motion flat, I go watch 4 different games of 2 different teams that run motion flat to see what variations they're using. If they're using a forward to do the handoff, if they're using a shooter because that shooter's going to slip back out to the wing. Like I go watch games to see how everyone uses it and see which one works for, let's say it's the Chicago Sky. And I'll be like, Chicago Sky, this is how you actually run this, because your shooter is handing it off. You let them slip back out to the 3 instead of them flashing across and doing a U-cut to the corner. Like that's how I kind of like do it.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted the advice because, like I said, you
if you go, you can email email me. We could talk behind the scenes. I give you some advice and kind of like I'll even watch some film with you and show you like what I'll be looking at. Like that's like important, because you'll watch film and like I could literally just break down one game and make it 4 hours long. But I know how to look at the game and be like, these are the important pieces. And I do like little subcategories when I'm like breaking down my film and be like, okay, on defense, these are the 2 most important things that they're doing good. These are the 2 most important things that are hindering them from being successful on defense, and vice versa on offense.
But you know what, Joe? What was funny that you, and maybe it was just a part of the game that I was able to pay attention to. I was actually impressed at their reaction in recovering on defense. I don't know what part of the game it was and who he had in there, but the switching was working and they were recovering really well. And it may not have had Rebecca and all of them there. You know, there were moments in there where I was actually like,
no, they were playing solid defense. It was just that they were playing solid defense off the switch. When Ariel Atkins was involved in the switch, it worked a little better. But when it was like Angel and Fee in the switch, that's where, because Fee first bucket came off of that action where it was the switch and Fee just slipped right down the lane. And then when Shepard was guarded by Camilla, the Cheryl brought her into the screen, and then she started slipping because she was the most active player on the floor. Like
which Shepard, one?
For the Lynx. Okay. She was the most active player.
Man, she tore that game.
Man, he was a dog in that game.
This is what people don't realize when you watch the film. When you go back and watch the film, she scored 8 points off of the slip. But guess what? She accounted for 20 points off the slip, because guess what she kept doing? Tyler Marsh realized she was slipping. Soon as she get the ball, she was kicking it to a shooter. Bridget had 2 threes. Carly Lou Hamilton had a 3 in the corner. All she doing is slip and catch, extra pass. She counted 20 points off of that slip. That's why it might have looked like they were actually running that slip right on defense, but they weren't. It's just they just started helping up top a little more. Ariel Atkins is so good that it made it look like the switch was actually working, but it wasn't working on the backside, and that's the problem. It's not the initial defense on the screen and slip; it's the backside of it, and he never adjusted to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that a personnel thing as to what he had on the floor? It's not like we can't.
Their team can't do. You can't do that. You don't got a bunch of high IQ. I know where to be players on the back end. Like our wings, we don't have Fee Bitch and Laney Hamilton and Thornton out there. The last year, the Liberty could have did something like that.
But you got
interchangeables.
I'm about to say Onyenuede. Okay,
she's too slow. She's
way too slow, man.
Yeah. Her IQ, look, Auntie.
You're bull in the China shop.
Auntie Juju.
The bull in the China shop.
I try to tell people this all the time. You can be talented and make it to the professionals, but that don't mean you're smart. That don't mean you actually know how to play basketball. Look, I tell people this all the time. Overseas, I played with players that was getting cut from NBA teams. Like Stanley Johnson struggled with that, and that's my homeboy, so he'll probably laugh if he beat it. But when he got cut from Detroit, we were on a duel together in Turkey. We was on a duel team together in Turkey, and he used to always get on players about being able to be in the right spot during the set. Like the fans could watch you play and see you make a shot and think you actually ran the play. You're just talented enough that you just happen to be right there and you're able to shoot well. They don't even know you didn't even run the play right.
Right.
That's Michaela. That is Michaela. Sometimes
All the
Michaela is
time.
just in the right spot. If you really, and when I'm watching the game, I'm like, okay, great cut by Michaela right there, or great steal, great rebound. And then I go back and watch it, and I'm looking at Tyler Marshall, I'm looking at the players, and Michaela was in the right spot. That ball just happened to find her.
Exactly.
Right.
But you need those kind of
In other words, she was getting away with being out of position. She got away with it.
Bro, she's always out of position, bro. Why do you think I be pulling my hair like dog? You can tell me.
Be nice. Be nice to Michaela.
Man, I ain't nice, man. I ain't nice. I ain't nice. I ain't nice. I ain't nice, man. Look, listen. I can't be nice. Look, listen. I made the wrong play on the field. My coach sat me out for like the whole 2, 3, 4 games until I got it corrected. I can't be nice. I don't know how to be nice. I don't know how to be nice. I don't see what everybody see in Michaela. I don't see it.
So
I just don't see it, bro.
So your name ain't D Nice? Taking out the suckers and you don't know how I did it.
Right.
Hold on. AB, listen, you know me, so you can't do that. You can't do that. You know me.
Don't do that.
You know I love you, little bro. You know I love you, dog.
Hey, HD,
I just had to throw that slug in there, man.
HD, are you talking about the Michaela Timpson on Indiana?
Or Anuete?
No, we're talking about unaware day. I don't like Michaela Timpson either.
You said he don't like Timpson
I
either.
don't like Timpson either.
HD,
I
got
know,
a
but for
question.
some reason, I think her game is going to translate. What are those
Why
crazy
you don't?
girls over
Why
at
you
the
don't like
theater?
Timpson? I like Timpson.
I like Timpson in
I do
the
I gotta remember he's the Florida State. He's a Florida State.
Because, man,
I've seen a lot of her.
no, because like Timpson is good. She's good. My issue with her is when she gets in between the lines and she go against somebody that's a little tougher than her, a little more energetic, she starts to be lazy. She starts to get lackadaisical. It's like she don't have no more fight in it. But if she knows she can get you, she knows she can dominate you. She plays with boards pep in her step. She's quicker to get to the boards. She's quicker to set the screens. Like she brings energy out. That's why I don't like her.
Oh, so it's about competition that she's...
Yeah, like okay, like if Timpson know this player over here ain't nothing, like okay, I could dominate her. So she's gonna do everything. She's gonna look better than what she is. But when she play against somebody who gives her some pushback, man, she's folding like an air balloon, man. She folded. She did that. That's why we lost to Duke, and that's why we lost to NC State because of her. She was getting punked down there.
And Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina, god dang punked her. So I was like, man, F it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, HD. I believe you, and I believe Prince because y'all be spot on. I mean, I'm telling you, y'all haven't said anything yet that has been wrong. I mean, y'all been really spot on about y'all commentary, about teams. And I mean, I can see some things. I can see the Indiana Fever probably gonna be a number 3 seed, but they're not gonna win a title. They're not gonna win a championship this year because it's too many. That the team is too old.
Too many holes.
It's too many. Oh my goodness! But anyway,
I mean, they could, but
no, I
don't trust Stephanie White.
I don't see it happening.
They making Stephanie White to be this guru, and I haven't seen Guru since she's been in the W. I haven't seen it, but we'll see. They could. They got a chance to, but I still think it's the Aces and Liberty. I think the Aces and Liberty, from watching these past games, they got, to me, the better teams. Like everybody, if you look at how they played their preseason games, both teams are focused. Yeah, the Liberty lost to the Sun, but the Liberty was out there with most of their players that are going to be on the bench. They ain't finna be started. and they showed a lot of depth. The Aces are showing like, okay, we can get Nia in some pick and rolls or some screens so she can pop out for a flare screen, hit that shot. Then you got Deja. If Deja could come in and give a little bit, but they might not even get to Deja. You still got Kitley who's gonna come in, do her thing in the middle. I don't see nobody better than both of them teams right now. I just don't. Both of them teams are playing tough right now.
Let me tell you
the Liberty at number one.
The Fever problem is they don't got another playmaker.
That too.
One more time.
This is what I need people to understand. As a point guard, you got to be able to have two different type of play styles to win a championship as a point guard. You got to be able to either speed the offense up or slow the offense down. Caitlin Clark has one speed. It's fast, it's shoot quick, and it's move. You can't do that in the playoffs. That's how Connecticut was. See, what happens is, this is what happens. People look at assists. All assists aren't equated the same way, and they don't mean the same thing. Like 10 assists for one player aren't as impactful as 8 assists for another player because of how they come. Caitlin Clark's assists are literally 5 seconds left on the clock, dump it to Aaliyah Boston, or kick it to Chelsea, or kick it to Kelsey in the corner, and she just jacks up a shot, and she's just talented enough where it goes in. Her and then her assists, they don't come in the flow. If you that's why I've never really broke down her game like on my channel, because I ain't got time for the Caitlin Clark fans to come over there and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. They played more basketball than me or something.
Right.
Like they played, so I ain't got time for them. I don't like to argue with people that ain't played more basketball than me. You can't tell. I didn't see every play. Her assists don't come in the flow of the offense. They come in times where they're not even needed. When her assists are actually needed, when Caitlin Clark's assists are actually needed, she disappears. When made them slow the game down and say, Caitlin Clark, go run an offense and get Aaliyah Boston involved, both of them disappeared because she doesn't see the floor well. Like her little flashy, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, she got an Olivia Miles type of game, except she can shoot. She really has Miles type of game, except she can shoot. So it makes her a half-court offense look better than it actually. Her shooting saves her half-court offense. She struggles. She really struggles. And it ain't about being tough with her. All you got to do is let her see 4 people, and she won't be able to. It's like a quarterback. Some quarterbacks, HD talk about this with Patrick Mahomes a lot. He gets all these yards, he wins these games, but when you actually make him just sit in the pocket and read coverages,
he struggles.
He don't do nothing.
He struggles.
That's what Connecticut said. The first game, this is what I like about Stephanie White. The first game, she had Dejanay on her. But guess what she said? She said, you know what? We're going to put the Wanda Bonner on her for the next game. Somebody tall, linky, Dejanay. You just make sure she sees you on that second pass. And she couldn't do nothing after that. Again, all you got to do is see bodies, and she really doesn't know what to do. Go really watch her play.
Okay, question, Zoe. Question. I got. Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Here's my question. And early on, and they're my brothers. I love them, and they're not on this platform. I just out of the blue said early in the season last year, I said, well, Caitlin Clark is not a point guard. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, I don't know. Okay. Was I wrong?
No, you weren't. You were not.
No, because she's not a point guard.
You're not wrong.
She can run it.
Run it.
She can run stuff, guys, but I said she's not a. Well, she, you know what they argued with me was about the assists, but listening to what you just said, I was like, that's why she got so many assists. But if a point guard, 2 things that bother me about her, that why I said Juju is better. She disappears in the big moments. I've never seen her be a transcendent player. Like, why the hell, if you can shoot that way, when you had an opportunity to beat South Carolina or to beat LSU, why didn't you pull a show swoop and score 43 points a game?
Boom.
I need you to like step up, take your national player of the year,
Preach.
this game over, and just shoot the lights out.
Preach.
Wow.
She can't do that.
I testify.
Wow.
I testify.
Can I jump back to Prince real quick? He got a point. He was going somewhere, and I think
Go ahead, AJ.
I think that's the difference when people say, "Oh, she didn't go to UConn. She didn't go here. She should have took her butt there because they would have put her in her right position, and she would have understood the game for real."
Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, she doesn't understand the game.
Yeah, but Gino, but hold up. Gino had a chance to grab her. He didn't want her because look, Caitlin Clark. This is why I said on my video earlier, Lisa Bluter actually ruined Caitlin Clark. She actually ruined her. She really didn't sit down and break the game down to her. She didn't sit down and show her film. And she didn't sit down and told her how to control the pace of the offense. She didn't. Bluter just said, no, just do whatever you want to do. Just do whatever you want to do. And you could tell. You could tell how she plays. Like she got robbed of that in college.
Your point guard is supposed to be the coach on the floor. Be honest.
Thank you.
When you look at Caitlin Clark, and let's say next year they bring a point guard in there, are you confident that Caitlin Clark can show her how to be a point guard?
No.
No. That shows you she's not really a point guard. I always tell people this. My coach used to tell our backup point guard this all the time. I'm sorry if you look. Well, this ain't streaming on mine, so he ain't gonna hear it. He used to tell him this all the time, and I use this philosophy on my channel all the time. It's different between the ability to pass the ball and knowing how to facilitate. That's two totally different things.
Right.
You can have the ability to pass the ball, but understanding how to facilitate is different because I can pass the ball. If I'm Caitlin Clark, I can pass the ball to Aaliyah Boston. But if I'm a facilitator, guess where that ball's going? It's going to Kelsey Mitchell on that backdoor cut that he just missed. See, there's a difference. There's a different because guess what happens? Guess what happens? That pass to Aaliyah Boston, it doesn't shift my defense. That pass to Kelsey Mitchell on that backside, guess what I just did? The next time down, now I can bait and switch and make them watch that back door. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna direct traffic. Tell Leah Boston start on the elbow.
Without the ball in the hand.
Flash here. You're going to be open because they expected Kelsey Mitchell to come back on that backside again. That's a point guard.
Yeah.
That's a point guard.
But here's my thing, and you guys have not touched on this. And I'm really got a problem with, and you guys talk about it a lot. This is a point guard. This is a shooting guard. This is what a power forward. This is what a small forward. This is what a center. I'm into positionless basketball. We don't need to have that all the time. When you have a transition offensive game that's a read and react, and let's say there was nothing on the transition, then you need someone, whoever's bringing up that ball, if it's not the point, or if you want to hand it off to the point to do everything that you just said, to get everybody facilitated in the right spot. So get over here, you're in the wrong spot, move. Okay, but position, the W is leaning towards combo guards, and I mean by combo guards mean if a ball is a miss on transition, and we're pushing the ball up, I don't got to stop and look and give it to the point guard, okay? Or if the ball is made, now we're gonna and the defense goes down. Now your point guard or who your facilitator is going to come to the. I might have the ball, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you because you couldn't get it because you were double teamed. But I'm going to give it back to you so you can facilitate it. So how do you feel? And what is? Tell me in real basketball terms, what is positionless basketball when we hear that? What does that mean to you?
So first of all, to play positionless basketball, you got to have at least 3 players on the court who know how to play multiple positions. Like you can't see Golden State started that. Well, actually, people don't realize Miami started that by putting Chris Bosh at the 5. But you only can do that because Dwayne Wade can play the 2 and the 3, and LeBron can play 4 positions, and Chris Bosh can play the 4 and the 5. So you got 3 players on the floor that can play multiple positions. So no matter who they're guarding or what set we're running on the other end, they understand how to be a power forward. They understand how to be a center. LeBron understands what to do as a point guard, what to do as a small forward. Dwayne Wade understands what to do at a 2 and what to do at a 3. So a lot of teams try to run that and they fail because they don't have enough players that actually know how to actually play multiple positions.
Yes.
You can't. Golden State does it very well because again, Klay Thompson can play the 2 and the 3. Steph Curry can play the 1 and the 2. Draymond can play the 4 and the 5. So you're able to just put Looney out there. You just go rebound and set screens. If you watch Golden State play when Looney was in his prime and they were winning championships, all Looney did was set screens and roll to the basket. He wasn't even that's all he did because they had 4 other players on the floor, including Kevin Durant, who can play the 2, who can play the 3, who can play the 4 and the 5 when he wants to, when he actually wants to play and rebound, that are able to play multiple positions. So no matter the set, if Steve Kerr like, hey, this is you the shooter on this set, hey, you the facilitator on this set, it's not position anymore. You're doing a specific job because you know how to actually play basketball at multiple positions. And again, even when
at least 3, I think 3 would be the best if you can play up.
3 would be the best. But even when it comes to Caitlin Clark, this is what I say this all the time. I will never disrespect Caitlin Clark's game. She's part of the point guard fraternity. Look, when you play at a high, it is what it is. But what I will say is, talk about things in her game that she needs to work on, that she doesn't have a feel for, and that she can improve on. Caitlin Clark is one of the best transition, just floor spacers I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. That's true.
And women. But she struggles in half court. And look, we have a large enough sample size. It's not hating on Caitlin Clark.
Not at all.
She struggles in half court because look at games when it matters. In the game, go find every game that was 5 points or less, and it mattered even in college.
Go back.
Go find all the games when it was 5 points or less with 2 minutes left, and tell me how many points Caitlin Clark scored and how many assists she really got. Go find them games.
Well, they told me when I said that, they told me Caitlin has had several game-winning buckets. Okay, so I went back and I did.
Name them.
I did see some. She did hit a buzzer.
Name them. I don't let people.
Years though, bro. In her 4 years, it wasn't enough for me. I'm not.
No,
I don't know her as a clutch.
I don't let people just spew something out and not give me details. Give me the time, give me the team they were playing, what game it was, so I could go to YouTube and look it up or whatever and look at it for myself. I need you to prove to me what you're talking about because Caitlin Clark, I remember because I'm in Big Ten country. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. I grew up in Columbus. So I'm right here in the heart of Big Ten country. I hear nothing but Iowa, Caitlin Clark, as far as women's basketball. Iowa, Indiana, Maryland, Ohio State, Wisconsin, Rutgers, the Michigan. Those are the like the creme de la creme as far as the women's basketball game in the Big Ten. And I watch Iowa several times. When you put Caitlin Clark in a pressure situation, she will disappear. There's I forget her name, HD. You probably remember, but there was a girl on it ain't Kate Martin. It was another girl on their team who was a guard who pulled their ass out of the fire frequently. I forget her name.
Is it Gabby Marshall?
Gabby Marshall. Gabby Marshall. I can't tell you how many times Gabby Marshall
Gabby was hitting all the big shots. I was like, who is she? She was crazy with it. She was crazy with it.
Nobody want to talk about it, but against LSU, Gabby Marshall was the X factor in that game.
Yeah, she was.
Gabby Marshall was the X factor in that game.
She was not great. She waved Caitlin out of the way one day, and she was like, "No, I'm not about to pass you the ball." And she gave it to Hanasoki perfectly.
People always got to look to somebody from Ohio to pull them out. Gabby Marshall from Cincinnati. But go ahead.
Here he go, man. Here he go, dog.
Go ahead.
This is what the Caitlin Clark fans want you to say about her game. This is what they look. This is the only thing they're gonna satisfy.
Katie Smith, I'll tell you that.
They want you to say. This is what they want you to say about her game. She's the best shooter ever. She changed the game with her offense. She's the quickest guard in the league. She's the best facilitator in the league. She can get to the rim. She's the 3-level scorer.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Look, I'm telling you what. Let me finish. This is what they want you to say. This is the only time they're not gonna argue with you. When you say that, and then when you get to defense, they want you to say she's not quick as on defense, but she tries. But her offense makes up for her defense. They want you to say. Yeah. If you don't say,
I would not eat green eggs and ham.
Anything outside of that, you're hating. Anything outside
I would not eat green eggs and ham, Sam.
Anything out of that, she no more basketball.
No, ma'am.
Anything out of that, she better than you in life. Come on, man.
Hold on. Let Prince finish. You're just saying, Prince.
I'm just saying, if you don't say that about her offense and defense, you don't know basketball. You don't know more basketball than her. You ain't got more accolades than her. I didn't know you have to have more accolades than somebody to critique basketball. I didn't know Caitlin Clark invented basketball.
Right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that because look, when you go to work, I'm coming to your job and I'm gonna tell you when you at Walmart, you $10 hour workers. I'm gonna come to Walmart and tell you that's not how you push that basket. And I'm gonna tell you, don't tell me that because you didn't invent that basket. I know how to push that basket. That's what they got. They hypocrites, man.
Hey, Prince, I do got
They are.
Hey, Chad, don't y'all eat them green eggs and ham.
Go ahead, AJ.
Prince, so when I do indulge in these conversations, I try to tell people like I'd rather rock with the Chelsea Gray or the Tony Parker point guard than the Steve Nash or the Caitlin Clark tree of point guards.
Yeah.
And I think you just broke it down in a way I never get to say. You broke it down in the right terms to say that, but that's a conversation when people disrespect the point guard, and it's just like there's a difference in between getting 10 assists and shifting the defense with this one pass. And now now Asia gets a clear one-on-one because I've shifted the defense to the weak side. Yeah. Like that's what. But like when I try to engage in this conversation, nobody knows what the heck I'm talking about, and it's just like, well, there's 10 assists. There's 10 assists. Like
if you just watch Asia Wilson when Jackie Young was running the point, and you watch Asia Wilson when Chelsea Gray came back, notice she was never working on the elbow. Notice she was never working on her ISO on the left wing where she likes to go and switch back right. Chelsea is able to come down court, make a simple pass to the right person, not the persons that's open. So Asia Wilson can come back around off the ball, catch it in ISO. She knows how to get the ball to the right person, not the open person. Caitlin Clark passes to the open person, not the right person. And if you don't understand how to look at film, you don't see that. You don't see that one pass can change the momentum of a game. One pass can make a coach have to adjust on defense. As a point guard, my coach used to always tell me, what can you do to help me make that coach make an adjustment? And I'd be like, okay, let's watch the film. Know what? I noticed that he does this when we run. He tried to trap me high. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring another man high, and I'm gonna put one at the elbow. So if he's not there, I'm gonna kick him at the elbow, and I'm gonna just flash middle. Okay, let's do that, and let's see if he got to adjust to how he adjusts to it. You gotta help your coach make the adjustment. Your coach can't just draw up an adjustment play.
Right.
You gotta help them. That's what people don't understand. They be like, this coach don't know how to adjust. And I'm like, do you see the players on the court? What can he adjust with these players?
Thank you. You ain't making no adjustment with no Banham.
Real money. Alicia Gray was locking her down the last game. What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Alicia Gray was guarding her by herself,
bro.
And then Pop guarded her. And then Shatori guarded her. So what are you talking about? One person did guard her. It was three different people. When one went to the bench, the other came out there. So when she was playing off of the ball, she couldn't get off of Shatori's coverage.
Yeah.
So Kelsey and them had to run the action to the other side of the court because she couldn't come off the screen because Shatori kept on blocking her from going around the screen. And she was getting frustrated. So what she do is this. She throw her arms down and walk to the corner three. Yeah. She was getting shut down by one person like each time.
Yeah, it only needs, but nephew, you only need a single coverage on her. You never need a double on her. And she doesn't like it. And if she doesn't like anybody just face guarding her. And I only think you need to do that. You know,
that's why they got rid of Breed.
No, Caitlin, Caitlin does things I like, but what makes me upset is that people act like Caitlin can't get better or she can't work on some things. That's what makes me upset. It's like nobody's saying like Caitlin can't play. Like we're saying that I get upset because y'all don't want to see her get better. Y'all want to keep her doing the same thing, and that don't last long. Like people got film on you now. We've seen you for a whole year playing the pros. So now, now you got to adjust to it.
You have to adjust. Just like they're boxing her out, and now
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they start defending the logo?
She not. They not gonna win a championship. They not gonna win a championship.
Not anytime soon.
HD, do you invite people? Do you give the link to people to come in and try to defend their position, or you just
absolutely?
Okay. What about real money?
I have people come in here, but dog, like if you gonna curse or get this, like if you gonna get mad and stuff, dog, like and curse, and then you're not answering questions, I'm gonna kick you off the panel. I told people before you come up here, don't say the F-bomb. Like just be respectful. Okay. Like y'all can say ass or shit. That can fly, but you can't say the F-bomb and you can't say the K word. You gotta say unaliving. That's it. It's not hard. But it's like people, he got mad. Brogad got mad because I was asking him a simple question. All he had to do was say what AJ said is DeWanna Bonner came in to take all the pressure off everybody if they decide to blame the team. DeWanna Bonner step up as the leader and take all the punishment, and they'll go from there.
Now Brogad talking about people worshiping their prince's feet. Jackie,
I'm just saying, like people who play in locker rooms know, like you can say the locker room don't hear it. They hear it like where you're getting a pass when you've been the problem. Everybody else gets the blame. This is why certain players aren't on the team no more. This is why they move people because they want to try to keep the locker room like this. You don't bring in the DeWanna Bonner if you're not looking for somebody to be a leader or be that vet. Because everybody's saying, Caitlin, you're the vet, you're the leader, you run the team, but she's not. She's not a leader. She wasn't a leader at Iowa. The leader at Iowa was Kate Martin. Everyone has said this plenty of times. So my thing is that I just want to see her add to her game and get better. That's it. Nobody said that she's trash. Nobody said she's not good. No, I'm saying I haven't seen anything different. Y'all told me Stephanie White is this guru coach. She's going to incorporate more sets and plays to have Caitlin play off the ball. I have not seen it yet. That's all I said. That's all I said. She's playing the same like she did last year. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm not saying Christy Sides is the greatest coach in history. No, I'm just saying y'all gave Christy Sides way too much flack and negativity. That's all I'm saying. That's all I said. I never said nothing.
I'm trying to
now you're leaving on real money. Now you're leaving on real money. I'm out. Yeah, you don't want to come up here and get cooked. But go ahead. Go ahead, Prince.
What I'm trying to figure out, HD. I hear everybody break down with DeWanna Bonner, with Natasha Howard, with Sydney Colson gonna bring to the team, with Aaliyah Boston gonna do this year. I'm like, I don't think y'all really understand how basketball works.
Mm-hmm.
I literally heard somebody yesterday say the Indiana Fever is going to score 104 points this year when they only scored 80 points last year. Don't y'all know, you dummies, No team, NBA, college, WNBA in history has ever had a 25 point per game jump. You know how big that is? Do you know how big of a jump that, Auntie Juju? I don't think they understand how big of a jump that is. I think the biggest jump ever, I think, has been like 8 points per season. Like, you know how big a 25 per game jump is?
Like KD didn't do that to the Warriors.
They didn't do that to the Warriors.
Exactly.
I don't think people understand how basketball actually works. Because what they're doing is they're taking these players and saying Natasha Howard averaged 17 points last year, DeWanda Bonner averaged 15 last year, and they think that's going to be their contribution. The shot distribution ain't going to be the same. What
they're not getting as many touches.
The systems ain't going to be the same. What they got that ain't going to be the same. Who controlling the ball ain't going to be the same because AT was looking for DeWanda Bonner.
Yeah.
And that
Caitlin Clark is not going to be looking for DeWanda Bonner.
A good example is LSU. After the championship, when Haley came, you see Angel went from 25 to 18.
Yeah.
That's Haley. First thing she said in her press conference is, "Angel's the player that will sacrifice for me. I want to go play." And that's, man, you hitting it right on the head. That's what happens in a winning. People are expecting more when it has to go less. Like we were saying,
it has to go less. Juju is an example. Kiki came in. Juju averaged 27 points at the end of the season her freshman year. She dropped to 24, okay? 23.9. She had to sacrifice her offensive game to include like the Avery House and the Kikis to get and Kennedys to get more involved in the game. But she was going to get hers, but in a different way. If you don't want to focus just on one player having, all that much scoring going on, you want it to be more balanced. And then she went up in assists. She leads in assists the team. She went up in her blocks. She was able to do more things on help side defense because playing two sides of the ball when you're almost like a 30-something% to 40% sometimes usage offensively, it's very hard to come and play a high percentage level of defense. But my point is, you got to, Caitlin, I'm not looking for Caitlin to score a whole lot of points, especially when you got somebody like Kelsey, you got DeWanda, you have Sophie. I believe that Sophie can score. And supposedly, I don't know what Aaliyah Boston, what her offensive game, and I think you should get Lexi more involved. I look at them and I'm feeling bad for them because I'm feeling like, man, you have something here, but how are you? I'm really curious. I'm really curious for this.
I don't see how it works, Auntie, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Works.
They bragging about Sophie Cunningham. They bragging about this jump Aaliyah Boston gonna take. And want me to tell you what's gonna happen by game 10? They're gonna say Sophie Cunningham should have stayed with the Mercury. They're gonna say Aaliyah Boston should have got traded this offseason because Aaliyah Boston not averaging 20 points and they don't got a 500 record yet. Watch, I'm telling you, it's coming. People, I'm dumb. I am confused by people who think I am confused at what they think is about to happen with this team.
AJ, look, ain't that what I said?
You need another facilitator. You need another facilitator. This team, you can't. First of all, you can't have this many scorers and not have a secondary facilitator. You need a secondary facilitator on this team. And if you watch the preseason, they was trying to make Sophie Cunningham be that, and she was failing at it. She was literally failing at it. They had her trying to bring the ball up court, running the offense. All she was literally doing is coming across half court, standing at the top of the key and pointing hands. Nobody was moving because nobody trusts her passing. Literally,
at all.
She was coming across half court to do this.
At all.
You need another facilitator when you got that many scorers, because what's going to happen is DeWanda Bonner going to come off of that curl 6 times and ain't going to get the ball, and she going to get mad and stop.
And she going to get mad as hell.
Basketball actually works. All of that, I tell people this all the time. All of that training camp hoopla, all of that, we team. Man, I don't care about none of that. When that ball go up and them games matter, then we can have a conversation. I don't care about no pictures of Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall taken together, because guess what's going to happen? When the season starts, Lexi Hall going to get mad because Sophie Cunningham get more minutes than her. Sophie Cunningham going to be in when the game matters, and Lexi Hall won't. And guess what? When they go back in that locker room, Lexi Hall going to be looking at her game saying, I could do that better than her while I wasn't playing.
Way better than her.
I'm telling you,
way better than her.
And that's
like,
why that's why
go
they
ahead,
needed
Joe.
that's why they needed Alyssa Thomas more than they needed DeWanna Bonner. Be a second ball handler.
Yes.
She could have been their
I
Draymond. Steph Curry.
I just told Prince that the other day. Didn't I not tell you that, Prince? They needed AT more than Bum.
Yeah, but AT would have choked that white girl by game 3. Show that she'd have choked Caitlin by game 3.
To be honest with you, HD, I don't take the WNBA community serious like that, bro.
Right.
Y'all praise a style that never won anything.
Right.
That style of play have never won. And look, I'm curious. I'm curious. I just want to know what's some of you Caitlin Clark fans' favorite NBA players? I'm just curious.
Right.
It got to be Trey Young. It got to be Trey Young.
They let me know, bro. This let me know everything I need to know about you, bro. Bro, in the NBA community,
Robot style, Skylar Diggins.
That style of play is cooked all the time, bro. Kobe Bryant has said for years. He said this about James Harden. This also applies to Damian Lillard and Caitlin Clark. That style, you can never win a championship like that.
Nope, you cannot.
Skylar has one. She didn't she win it? I thought she won in college. She didn't win it.
No, she didn't.
Skylar didn't win.
Oh, she won an Olympic gold medal. Okay, damn.
Yeah, she won an Olympic gold medal, but she didn't win. She didn't win a.
That's the highest level you're gonna get right there, bro.
They lost. They lost to the Sky in the championship.
Yeah,
they lost to the Sky.
That's too silly, though. What she
but hold on.
She won a gold medal, damn it.
She won a gold medal.
Hold on. This is the thing. Why we talk? But hold on. Skylar ain't Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is the greatest player of all time.
Okay.
Let them tell it.
Why we comparing?
Let them tell it.
Why we comparing players? Ain't none of these girls Caitlin Clark. She's the best player in the league.
Yeah,
of all time.
Show. Ain't she the face of the WNBA?
Yeah, she's the
WNBA. Yeah,
that's right. So
I got a serious question though. Like, I tried to ask this earlier to Bro Gabby. I don't know why I did because I wasn't gonna get it answered.
Right.
When you watch Aaliyah Boston play, does she seem interested in playing, or does she just seem like I'm just gonna go through the motion? Because I don't see that same Aaliyah.
Yeah,
I don't see the same Aaliyah like I used to see.
I have the same sense, HD. I'm like, this don't look like the Aaliyah Boston, the rookie.
I'm not saying she trash. She's a solid player.
It's like her spirit is broken. It's like her spirit is being broken.
It's like she's going through the motion, or it's like I'm just here to be here. Like she don't even set screens with energy no more, with an assertiveness. If you go watching her first year in South Carolina to now, she just don't play the same to me.
But
she
remember,
don't play
that
same energy or that same I'm glad to be here attitude. I don't see.
But remember that, bro, they was throwing her under the bus and she was getting death threats too.
Yeah, I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, I just on the floor, like, I don't know. I don't see the same.
But hell, bro, I mean, you wouldn't play. Your mind wouldn't be right. Like, man, I really don't want to be here, so I'm just gonna just go with the flow.
Yeah, I understand that.
What I recall, they didn't really have her back like that when that was happening.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, little bro. I'm like, bro, she's probably waiting for that contract to be up, dog.
You say that about a compliment team. If you have those kind of, they're gonna be press conferences asking those kind of fans to be fans of somebody else. They don't do that.
Yeah. So yeah. All that being said, bro.
You gotta be real. All-star rookie. You go from being an all-star rookie. Oh, this is about to be my team. Okay, we're gonna run this team around me. I got a guard,
Kelsey Mitchell.
This is about to be our show. We're gonna build in the next couple of years. We're gonna be contenders. Exactly. And now here comes a Caitlin Clark where it's like, no, this is the face of everything. She's this. So now like, all right, I'm just in the back seat now.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, that's fine. this is my thing. See, I tried to help you Kayla Clark fans out last. I said, look, man, don't put her on that ladder like that too fast. Let her work her way up. Since we already up there,
let her work her way up.
I tried to do that. I tried to reason with you bums. Y'all ain't want to listen. So you know what? You know what, bums? I'm gonna play y'all game. Since she the best player in the world, since she the MVP favorite, I'm gonna hold her accountable all year long.
Yep.
I'm expect GOAT level shit.
Yep.
And when she don't do it, I don't want to hear she's in the second year. Y'all got the best roster money can buy. Y'all got the best coach in the league, according to y'all.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no excuses. She got all this help. She got defense. She got a bench. She got two players that's in the top 25.
ESPN with title contenders.
Three players. She got 3 players in the top 25.
I'm talking about with her. Yeah, her team got 3 players. She got 2 other ones.
Right.
So I don't want to hear no excuses. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's fine.
It's still early, everybody. Okay.
Hey, Shaw,
no.
They say Lexi Holmes is not a great wing defender.
No, see, hold on. See, this one. See, I'm finna receive. This one I'm finna do. Now I'm finna change the temperature in the WNBA community. I'm not playing with y'all no more now. Y'all sit back and let y'all do all this. Y'all running y'all mouth. Y'all did all this. I'm gonna watch my language. I'm on HD show. You better be glad. Y'all did all this. Y'all do all this tapping with Caitlin Clark. But y'all come to the NBA side. Y'all say Damian Lillard can't win no championship. They're playing that style. Harden can't win no championship playing that style.
Thank you.
But because this make y'all a lot of money riding that wave, because a lot of y'all don't even like Caitlin Clark like that. Let's just be honest. Y'all want to string on Caitlin Clark until this whole little shit went viral, man. Let's just be honest. Y'all ain't even care about that.
On her like that.
This ain't about basketball. Juju Watkins is a better basketball player than Caitlin Clark.
Thank you. Yep, right now. Right now.
Becker was better. These players are better than Caitlin Clark.
Paige Becker's way better.
They don't have the problem is they don't have the narrative. You gotta understand. She has the narrative. She got the machine behind her.
Right.
Making her look like she's bigger than what she is.
Yeah.
So I'm not finna play this popularity contest. You can talk about how many people in the stands. You still gonna be broke living with your mama. It ain't gonna change nothing. You can talk about how many tickets she sold, how many jerseys she sold. Irrelevant, nigga. When it comes to that basketball court, I expect GOAT level stuff.
Exactly.
That's all I expect.
Are you holding that trophy? Are you holding that championship trophy up in August?
I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't hear no excuses.
No excuses.
I'm gonna cook the boy. You getting cooked this year. I ain't playing with you.
Are you holding up that trophy in September? That's all that matters.
Yeah.
If she don't win no championship.
Yep.
If they don't win a championship, they getting cooked.
Yep.
Championship
or bust.
Yep.
They said it. They said
that's what ESPN said. That's what Fox Sports said.
Yep.
I don't hear no excuses.
Yeah.
I don't hear no excuses.
That's what Jason Whitlock said. Jason Whitlock expected. All these cats expected. I don't hear no excuses.
What you thought about the final roster spots? How you felt about them?
Oh, we talking about which team?
Chicago.
Now the Sky. We kept HBL and Maddie.
I expected it. I expected the player that got cut. That's why I kind of already expected it to happen. Ain't no surprise to me. Nah, bro. Kim folk. I'm just ready for the season to start. Every night ain't gonna be pieces and cream, bro. Y'all see, bro, fans, we gotta start overreacting to every little thing, bro. Like this basketball. You're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs, bad games, good games.
Right.
We gotta stop like acting like every game, like you win a game, you're gonna win a championship. You lose, you're not gonna make the playoffs. Y'all gotta stop talking like that, bro.
That's what I was trying to say sometime. That's what I was trying to say. Is when I said too early, I'm saying you can't go by that. You can't. Oh, okay, they're trash. They're gonna.
At the end of the day,
that's them roller coaster fans.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, Yeah, but if you gonna jump out the bandwagon, just go ahead. I don't
Yeah.
look, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
Don't come back. And don't come back.
Well, look, Chicago. Look, this is all I know. Chicago they are projected to be a mediocre team, and
In the middle road.
Angel Reese is not a great player. She trash.
Mm-hmm.
She's barely 25. So I'm gonna only go off that. If she plays to top 25 player, if she plays to top 25, the standard they set for, I can only go off that, right? So when she have good games, she is exceeding an expectation. Guess what? We're gonna come in here and talk about it. So I don't want to hear none of you bombs. When she have bad games, I don't want to hear nothing from her because y'all already said she's trash.
When
Why
she
you
go
keep talking
20, when
about it?
she go 25,
Talk about Caitlin. Talk about the greatest player. Y'all got the greatest player all time. Y'all got the great bro. No other player in NBA history have sold out arenas, ticket sales, jerseys, all this stuff. No other player have done that. So I need y'all. That's fine. That's cool. Let's play that game, baby. Let's talk about that all year long. Guess what? I'm holding y'all to that.
Nobody, no other
win,
player
guess
shot a
what?
logo
She getting cooked.
3. Nobody else has ever in the history of the WNBA shot a logo 3. Nobody.
Yeah. Right.
I've never seen that before. I just never. When I tell
That's
you,
fine.
you
That's
have
cool.
to.
Hey, auntie, it's like the Gatorade commercial.
I've never seen it before.
It's in her. She's part of
Oh,
Gatorade.
y'all
It's in her.
too, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I've never
So,
seen
hey.
a triple double. Although Alyssa Thomas has had how many?
But here's the thing: most point guards. See, HD, you know this. Y'all know this. You watched WNBA for a long time, bro. Nobody cared about all these individual stats.
They didn't. No.
Sue Bird, they wasn't playing for stats. It's easy to break all these stats when you actually trying. They wasn't trying to get all these stats. They were trying to win.
Trying to win championships.
Man, listen, as maniacal as Sue Bird was, man, she ain't care about no goddamn stats. She wanted to win. And if she threw that, and if she threw that pass and you weren't there, man, she cussing your ass out from the end of the night to the next day. Film session, man. Sue Bird crazy. See, everybody think because she quiet and man, Sue Bird was an a-hole.
I heard when Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi was doing the games on that other channel for the NCAA. Sue Bird would look at Diana. Remember that time I passed you the ball and you did so and so and you missed out? And she was like, "Yeah." And she said, "Yeah, I cussed her out." She be telling us Sue Bird was a dog, bro. She told Diana, certain people can't talk to Diana on any old kind of way.
Nah.
Except Sue Bird. Sue Bird I remember that
She's
time.
Older sister. She's a big sister. Don't forget it. Don't forget it.
Hey, check this out. Here's the thing. The truth is this, y'all. And I've been saying this, and I know y'all see it.
That's it.
The Indiana Fever, Kat Engelberg, Caitlin Clark, all of them are listening to you guys. Y'all are running this organization. Caitlin Clark is trying to do everything possible to please y'all, bro. So is Kathy Engelberg. They are so desperate. They are so desperate for your support, your attention. They want all of your love and support. That's fine, bro. That's cool. But guess what? Y'all setting them up for failure. I hope y'all know that. Y'all gonna get exactly what y'all asked for. Eventually, homie, I got news for you. All that they're talking about ratings and attendance and all of these narratives, eventually that shit gonna get old. Some of y'all gonna start switching up on Caitlin Clark. And y'all figure out that style ain't gonna help her win. Y'all gonna run out of excuses. So enjoy it now while it's fresh and new.
It's happen in 2 more years. I got
enjoy it now.
I got my 2027 class coming out.
Exactly.
And there's some dogs in that class, and I ain't talking about.
I already know how this game go.
Hey, what's up, Keisha?
Wait till Juju get in this league. Wait till Juju
what's going on, HD? I came up here.
What up, Keisha?
What
up, Keisha?
So what did you think about? So what did you think about the final roster spots and how you felt about them? The Sky final roster spots.
With Showtime, I kind of when I called the game the day, I could tell who was gonna be cut. I pretty much figured they was gonna look. They got a clip of Manny Westbell dapping up the security guard before the game. So I kind of
yeah.
I kind of figured she was on the
Keeps you silly. Keeps you silly.
So I wasn't shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
She said, "Damn it, the security guard."
She was dapping up the security guard like they go back 20 years.
Right.
She dabbing up old orders.
Yeah, like
Dabbing up Otis. So
oh, what up, Matty? What up?
Hey, Brad Sticks, what kind of mic you got? You the loudest person in the zone.
I got a big ass mouth.
Hey, look. This all. Look, last time I say, look. Tomorrow. Some of y'all ain't gonna like what we gotta say. Especially Clarkers.
I'm here for it, so you know me.
Make sure y'all tune in. Star Who Central. We live direct, lock and loaded.
Yes, sir.
Don't get your feelings hurt. Listen to the truth. Huh?
Who's playing tomorrow Showtime?
New York Liberty.
Right?
The Liberty?
No, Auntie, they got their show. They got their show that they do every Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean your show? Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, I got the show. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all get the notifications.
I was watching Showtime. He was just talking one day, and he didn't have a panel or anything or whatever. And I tuned in. It was like months ago, and I was like, "This brother be talking."
Show me putting it down. Show me putting it down. Show me putting it down with that old Alabama accent.
Hey man, what y'all boys know about the dirty South, man?
Hey man, my mama family from Arkansas, my daddy family from North Carolina. I know all about it.
Yes, sir.
Look at man. Look, you can't buy old boy. You can't buy me.
I know that's right.
On YouTube, talking proper, fake proper, talking about some Caitlin Clark is the best thing ever. All these women just jealous, and Angel Reese ain't this, Angel Reese ain't that. Man, stop it, bro. Stop it. Caitlin Clark is a good player.
Last time I checked,
she good at what she do. She good at what she do, but that's not the best thing. That's not the best thing I ever seen.
The best thing cooking.
Nope.
That's the problem.
That's all I was saying, but I wasn't trying to like tear her down. I didn't know I didn't really know that I was gonna face.
You know what I mean? The email.
No matter what you say, they're gonna take it as hate.
Yeah.
Dude,
last time I checked, ain't see the queen of Unravel?
Look, this why. See, look. This why I like the bomb on y'all. I got an email 2 days ago. Dude said, "F my mama." I was hating on Caitlin. He said, "Caitlin Clark is better than you." If mom, this is why I don't play with y'all boys. I know y'all boys racist, man, and I know he's a bunch of coons and buck dancers. Riding with these folks.
Chasing ass.
Yeah.
That's all they do. Some of these guys will celebrate this fact. Look, this is why I'm fooling a lot of these guys. Some of these guys were celebrating with Angel when they beat Caitlin Clark. Now they Caitlin Clark fans because that's the wave and it helps them make money.
Oh,
see, that's
yeah.
You gotta understand, it's deeper than that. I've been on these YouTube streets. I know how this shit go. I know how this shit go.
Yeah.
But you can't buy my support, bro. If I don't believe in your narrative, I ain't finna help push your agenda knowing it's a lie.
Man, it's like them gold digger pranks. The chick be like, "I don't want to mess with you," and then she see you getting a Lamborghini. All of a sudden, "Hey, can we talk? Can we talk? Are we talking about what? You didn't want to talk to me on the sidewalk. Why you want to talk to me now?" That's exactly the way it is. They the first day on the sidewalk with Angel.
I ain't care nothing about it. If I was the only YouTuber supporting Angel, that was what it's gonna be. I don't care what nobody else believes. I don't care what you think, bro. I don't make videos based off trying to please people, bro. I'm gonna say what I say and stand on it. What you gonna do about it?
They gonna go to another YouTube platform and give us dissertation about how show hating.
Hey, you ever noticed?
Like they did AP.
You ever noticed this?
At the end of the day, you saying my name, right?
You
Yeah.
ever notice the Caitlin Clark fans are never on the Caitlin Clark panels? You ever notice that?
Never.
You never see
Never.
them on the Caitlin Clark
Never.
panels.
Right.
Why y'all don't be on the Caitlin Clark panels? Y'all won't come over here and act like y'all big dogs and like y'all know basketball because y'all riding the wave. You gonna sound smart because more people are agreeing with you. That don't make you right.
Right.
People agreeing with you don't make you right.
Hey, one
You
thing
come over
about
here
waves
because
though,
you know more
so
people gonna agree with you.
HD. One thing about waves, they crash.
Yeah, like I never see that, man. I never see them on Caitlin Clark panels. I never see them on their panels.
But you not though, bro. You not.
I didn't even know they did panels, bro.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why y'all ain't creating panels? Like, YouTube is free. All y'all in the
AJ,
comments
you
right
know,
now that are
doggone
Caitlin
where
Clark
they got
fans,
about 2 subscribers.
YouTube is free. You got an email, that same email you using to spill your Caitlin Clark in this chat. You can just click on your email on YouTube and it'll say create a channel. It's right below your name. Go create a channel and tell me how many people subscribe. Go tell me how many people go subscribe. Go do that.
No
Since
views.
you know so much. All you in this chat that know so much, since you're smarter than everybody, since nobody know basketball and you do, you go create a channel and let's see how many people believe in your take. We got to stop this, man. 2024 is over with. We in 2025 and y'all still capping.
Big
Still
time.
capping.
Big cap.
These are the same dudes. These are the same dudes that if I walk by them in a grocery store, they'll get out my way. These dudes on YouTube be woo. I'm not 5'8", no, and I ain't 160 pounds.
You ain't nobody special, man. You boys ain't nobody special, man.
He got that Cajun swamp side.
At the end of the day, you boys, if you mention my name, you watching me. I ain't watching you, so I ain't tripping about that. I saw some dudes talking about, oh, this guy right here, he's just a Caitlin Clark hater. How am I a hater? I never said nothing personal about Caitlin Clark. I asked him to give him no props. I asked him to give him props when I ain't have to. You know what messed it up when y'all told me that I'm only supporting Angel because she's black. That messed up the whole play right there.
That messed up the whole thing right there.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. I'm like,
hey,
I'm not simple.
I'm the type of dude.
I've been an Angel Reese fan. I've been an Angel Reese fan for 3 years.
Auntie Juju, I'm the type of dude that'll say, "Hey, Auntie Juju, I'll be the type to say, hell yeah, I like her because she black." Now what? Now what?
Be like Easter Ray.
Why am I supposed to like you? Why am I supposed? When did white folks earn our love? Now tell me that. Tell me that. When did white folks earn our love?
Brad, you and your LL Cool J, you the type of guy.
Malcolm X up in this bitch. I'll be Malcolm X up in this bitch. I like Angel because she black. I like Angel because she from the hood. I like Angel because she from Baltimore. Now what? What you gonna do about it?
You didn't land on Angel Reese. Angel Reese landed on you.
Right. Look, let's be real too, bro. Y'all the ones that brought race in this stuff, man. Nobody brought race in. Y'all did.
I never thought about it when I've actually if you can ball and you can play, my eyes are gonna be drawn to it.
Exactly, Auntie.
Look, we respect.
It never mattered
we respect
before.
Sabrina Ionescu. So I don't know when Sabrina Ionescu came out, we was on her wave. We loved her shooting competition with Steph Curry.
Exactly.
The same way. A lot of us got Stewie as the greatest college basketball player of all time.
Exactly.
Like,
but I'm not racist. Some of my friends are hoopers. Some of my friends are black hoopers.
Hey, bro.
Hold on. Finish up, Prince. What you're saying?
I'm just saying, Diana Taurasi. Everybody loved her when she came
out.
Love Diana people that was Mercury
friends
because of Diana Taurasi.
Yeah.
Nobody was rocking the Mercury until Diana Taurasi got there. The NBA, Larry Bird, Dirk Nowitzki, they get love in the black community. They gotta stop this, man. If you can ball, you can ball. If you can ball,
Prince.
Wife is all.
Prince.
Dirk wife is black.
They gas like, bro. Kinfolk. It's the first time in my whole life I've been called racist. bro. This only happens with this Caitlin Clark fans, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody, there's no problem. We talk about Jokic. We talk about anybody else that's white. My favorite quarterback is white, Tom Brady. My favorite, my coach Nick Saban, he white. I ain't racist.
Right.
I'm not gonna let you guys like me because you racist. You don't like Paige Becker because she praised black women and she said she wanted equality.
Right.
Y'all don't like Paige Becker.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Y'all don't like Paige Becker because she feels like a black man should walk with a black woman. I mean, should walk with a white man, and a white woman should walk with a white man and should have fair coverage. Y'all don't like her because of that. Y'all racist. Caitlin Clark, she know her fan base racist. You think she gonna stop the money? No, she not.
Nope.
She saw when y'all got mad at her for not riding with Trump. She had to shut them off.
Yeah.
Y'all support them racists.
Man, she gonna keep her mouth shut. She ain't gonna say shit. Trust
me. Hey, listen. My first love, I'm gonna tell y'all how I am. My first sports, I told HD this. My first love in sports growing up as a little kid was NASCAR. How white can you be in that? My favorite race car driver was Cale Yarborough. He from the deep south.
Yeah,
my favorite was Mario Andretti.
Yeah. They talk all this unity.
My favorite drag racer was Shirley Muldowney, a white woman.
But Andre, that's what Prince is. But that's the point Prince is making, and everyone's making. Like, I've never seen a Clark panel. Like, if you like Clark, then why aren't you there? Like, I see Angel Reese panels. I see other panels when it come to like Showtime do NBA, NFL. He do all this other stuff. I don't see anybody else doing that. Everybody else is who's Caitlin Clark fans don't have no panel. They talk to you from a mic. They sound like they know something, and then they move on from there. They don't even give you the time to come up on the platform and actually spit what you know. So I don't understand it. Like where are these panels that talk about her?
They're in a Discord.
And then
you know why
early videos. They used to talk about Batman. They used to talk about Pokemon, and then all of a sudden you're a basketball expert.
And you know why, y'all? You know why? Because I learned that. Look, I learned that from cooking them bones on the Twitter space. I
say that.
So bad. He kicked me out. I cooked his ass on there. That nigga talking about some Caitlin Clark is MVP over Agent Wilson. This was during the break. I fried his ass.
Oh my!
I forgot to tell you. Like, I've been on Twitter, and then they got
that's a 5-minute fry. That's
I didn't know they had a space for Twitter. I didn't know they had a Caitlin Clark. Maybe I just don't remember.
They got like a split. It was like you had Reese fans, and now you had you had a couple CC fans. But look, you don't never see no all CC panel because them people don't know basketball. If they open up the panel and let some real killers in that panel that are gonna challenge them, they're gonna fold like a lawn chair every time. They don't know basketball. A lot of these folks in the WM community don't be knowing what they're talking about. They praising a style that don't even help you win. They don't even get praised in the NBA.
Me and Showtime was having this conversation offline. This is what I try to tell people all the time.
Come on, bro.
Like, you could, like, it got panels out there that talk basketball. They can't explain and break down basketball. And I gave this concept to Showtime. It's like watching a movie, right? You could go watch Sinners right now, and you could come back and say, "Oh man, they had music." They had twins on there. Michael B. Jordan was playing the twins. The end of it, they had vampires. They couldn't get in the Bourne unless you tell them to get in there. But then people that actually break down movies gonna say in the first part they did this. This is why. This was symbolic. The reason they was trying to get into the Bourne. This is why. This is why they had 3 white people playing the first vampires trying to get into the Black Party. Like, they'll break it down like that. That's how a lot of these people talk on YouTube. They talk in the first term. I just explain Sinners, and people be like, "Oh, they know everything." Man, all they did was tell you what TV told you. They didn't tell you nothing new. They didn't help you understand the game. Like, every time somebody come to my panel, they say, "Zoe, I didn't know that. Zoe, I didn't know that was called. And I'd be like, I've only been on YouTube for 7 months. You got 1,000 YouTube channels and nobody teaching people nothing. But y'all go over here and chase these people because y'all think they actually giving y'all the real. And then when y'all actually hear basketball, y'all come in my chat and say, oh, Zoe, man, you taught me something new today. I didn't know that's why they set the screen right there. I didn't know you're supposed to shoot it when you catch it right there. It's because you over there and they're spitting rhetoric. They'll make a whole title. This would happen in the game today. That's what their title will say. And the whole time they're just talking about Angel Reese missed layup. I thought you were going to talk about the game. You were going to talk about the game.
They said they told us they try to bro. I'm looking at people on Twitter and YouTube talking, and not their YouTube channel, but I don't watch their channels. I'm talking about like dudes on my channel. They come my conversation say Juju Watkins is not as good as Kevin Clark. Bro, it lets you like these folks be so fanned out they can't even be honest.
They can't even be honest.
Look at Juju Watkins' game. Look at her game. Look at Kevin Clark's game. You can't be serious. You can't have a serious conversation. You can't be. I can't take you serious if you.
Mostly they get on my nerves that Juju is sitting up there like chasing a record. Like she consciously is going out there to. Are you freaking kidding me? If you know anything about Juju, what she's doing is an upgrade from how she always played since high school, since she was a little girl. She's always played all around the way she's doing, and she's always been a scorer, a playmaker, a scoring guard, or whatever it is that you need for that game to win. You need a steal, you need a block, you need a rebound. What do we need? What do we need to do?
I see Juju. Don't let people. We got to.
And I'm sick of that. She's not chasing this stupid ass record. We can't
let them open his door up though. If Juju wants to chase a record, this is basketball. Let her chase basketball. We don't got to make excuses for Juju. If Juju wants to be the leading scorer in college basketball history, let her.
It's a goal. It's a goal.
It's records. Everybody, even Caitlin Clark. I try to tell people this all the time. When you play college or beyond, every offseason, you go into the season with the player personnel group.
Yeah.
And they ask you, what do you want to accomplish this season? Yes. And that's how you work on your game.
Like, that's how you work to get there.
If Caitlin Clark says this year, I want to break the record for assists in a game, I want to break the record for assists per game during the offseason, the player personnel in the development department is going to break her game down and say, this is how many hours you need to spend on this. This is how much the film you need to watch on this. This is how much the time you need to spend with me. This is how much time you need to spend with this person. This is how much time you need to spend in the gym. That's how that actually works. People who actually play college ball and beyond knows this. Y'all listening to people who, like old boy said, play Pokemon cards and started talking about Caitlin Clark, and now all of a sudden they created the game of basketball.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous, man.
Hey, that dude right there in the comment section, Indiana Fever Central. How about this? Stop telling me how much Indiana Fever is. Put some money up and shut your broke ass up, man. See, just like I told you the other day. Y'all do all this Caitlin Clark talk. Put y'all money up then. Or shut your broke racist ass up.
The money
ass and coon ass niggas. Y'all do all this talking. I ain't finna play too long, man. Tree boy, just like y'all live, a bunch of pins.
Mind
how y'all live.
You watching
MJ, man, you can cook anytime you want, bro. And like, listen, the chat is on y'all. That's on y'all. If you get unalived in the chat, that's on you. That ain't me. That ain't my fault. Like, you get unalived. Like, look, if you want to go at people's head top, go ahead. Look, I'm not here to be daddy or mommy, whatever. I'm like, go ahead. Let them have it. Like, have a basketball conversation.
But my whole thing is, why the Fever worried about the sky? Hell, you need to be worrying about the Liberty. You need to be worried about the Aces. Y'all need to be worried about them too. Last time I checked, Stewie got a championship. Last time I checked, Asia got 2 championships and a Finals MVP. Y'all need to be chasing them instead of the sky.
Hey, Prince, you got a question. Ghost was saying, can you ask Prince talk more on that player personnel position? I want to know more. That's what he asked.
The player personnel is basically like your analytical, like scout people. That's why they come in and they give you kind of like the idea of like, okay, this is how you want to shape your game. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what position you're going to be playing. They get with the coach and they create you. It's like it's like you ever see somebody create a meal plan and a workout plan for somebody? That's what the personnel does. Like they're not really the person that's training you. They the one that create the itinerary for you to get better at your game. They study the game. They figure out who like they go watch Dirt and they say, okay, this is how Dirt got better at shooting on the wing. Exactly. And that's how they know this how much time you got to put in this area of the court. Like that's their literal job. They just watch film, they study players, and they create itineraries for every player that comes in. That's why I say don't let people fool y'all. Look, when you go to college, every off season, you come up with records you want to break, you come up with how many points you want to score. But yeah, that's I get tired of having these guys. This hey, that's why I tell showing HD. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all got it. I will never go into the breaking news stuff and look, I'll lose my mind because half of the stuff they be saying is not even true. Like it's not even true, and I'm not about to argue with somebody when I know it's not true. Like I will just let you talk, like because it's not even true. We gonna be talking in circles because what you saying is not even how that actually works.
Yeah, a good example is Jeff T.
Can I say something?
Jeff T said I wanted to make an X amount of money per year, and he went to his personnel person and they told him you need to average 12 points, 6 assists, and you'll get $10 million a year throughout your career. And it's broken down that simple.
Is that simple?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
give
MJ.
Give me my money.
Right. Give me my
I want
MJ.
to first. I want to come up. I want to give a shout out to everybody on the panel. What's up, everybody? I've been following like most of y'all. We try to try to keep the cat in the chat on the first level. So one of the things that I wanted to point out before I jumped into something about the sky, because I mentioned something before, but I was on another live. We need to get rid of some of these first level thinkers. The people that feel that a hot take is all they have and they gotta go. They gotta go. Or I'm just letting you guys know that HD and I have talked about this at length for many sessions before. If all you're doing is coming into the live with a hot take, I am going to cook you. I'm just going to cook you, and I'm just going to cook you.
With some fava beans.
Everybody else can go and do their thing. I am going to cook you. I have to. You know why? Because we don't have time for you. Yeah,
are you gonna cook them with fava beans?
We gonna cook them with everything. We got to get people to a second and third level of conversation so that we can move these things forward. We are being dragged down by people that don't understand, or are new fans that don't understand that there are levels to this, right? For one, and I don't know if you guys talked about this already. One thing that we got to get across to people, and this is one of the dumb things that it just irritates me. I have to get it off my chest. We have to let people know that the history of the WNBA, there has never been a soft era of the WNBA. Never. What you see, the way that the way that the play is today, outside of the more shooting and less inside to the bigs, this is what the WNBA has been since its inception. It's been tough. There's been hand checking, there's been hard fouls, there's been flagrant fouls, there's been fights, there's been ejections, there's been
Nancy Lieberman choked out Jamila
it's
White.
Always
tell them about that.
here. Right. It's always been here. So when people keep coming into your lives and telling you guys that this guy needs to be suspended, this girl needs to be suspended for 3 days or 3 games because you can't be doing this and you can't be doing that, go back and tell them to start watching old games. Because these are the same people that tell you that the NBA is crap because people are shooting too many threes and there's too many flagrant fouls and all that stuff. Same people, right? Get them into the mindset. W is tough, and yes, I will admit the WNBA referees are absolutely terrible. They are terrible.
Yes. Yes.
Terrible. Like,
Yes.
and there is nobody changing it. That's
Nope.
what's really infuriating about it.
Yep.
The
Yep.
same bad calls, the same bad reviews, the same refs that tell you to stop yapping or this and that or play through it, and then get mad at you because a fight breaks out. Right?
Yep.
So that has been a constant too, and that's what it is.
Yep.
It's what it is. You're not going to change it now that there's one or a dozen players that have come into the league, and now you don't want tough fouls. Now you don't want tough plays. Now you don't want your favorite player to be better because they're going through rougher talent. Right? Last thing I'll say on this, and I'll give it up, is Lexi Brown. One of my favorites is she played for the the Storm. She came out and said something that I was totally 100% against. She gave red meat to the new fans, talking about, yes, last season some of the veterans gave some of the incoming rookies bad treatment.
Yeah, that's a.
What does that mean exactly? She didn't really go into it. It was a short clip. I haven't watched the whole video on it, but that's the worst thing that you can say as somebody that's been in the WNBA for years. Yeah. Why would you say something like that on a live mic? Because you know what's going to happen. All the people from all the Kardashians and all the people from the Clarkasian mountains are going to just take this, and now they're going to make all
like that
new faceless videos that's going to flood your timelines, because I know y'all seen them. I know y'all see them every single day. So let's try to reach one or two of these people at a time and tell them that as a new fan, you need to respect the history, and we don't hate Caitlin Clark. We hate their fans because they're new fans with a passion, and they're trying to change the history of the WNBA.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that the WNBA has lost money for years is not because of their play. They've been playing the same for years.
Exactly. You don't promote the talent.
It's the management. The management has helped lose a lot of this money. So
thank you.
Let's not blame it on the women and the play. That's been the same ever since the beginning. So that's my PSA for today.
But here's the thing, though.
Quick side note, real quick. I'll let you get back to it. Hey, everybody in the chat, make sure y'all compliment HD on his old dog hairdo. Make sure you give him his props on his old dog hairdo. Menace to Society. It's his tribute to Menace to Society with that hair. Well, I like that, HD. You look like old dog from Menace to Society. Go ahead.
That was real nice.
That was my guy.
Real nice.
That's my dude.
Man, who in the hell gonna be out here at 3:00 in the morning?
Exactly.
I ain't killing no kids. No.
But it's like this,
I'm sorry, I ain't unaliving no kids.
Right.
Go ahead, little bro. You finna cook though. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like Lexi Brown, bro. Like she's on Gil's arenas, and I don't really listen to Gil's show because Gil is just a show full of hot takes.
Yeah.
And just dumb banter. Like if you want to get through the day, you'll listen to it just to get through the day. But even if you're a person who follow basketball, who love the sport, you're not gonna give them any light because of the bad takes or the stuff they're not making sense on. Like Angel is a point guard. Like whether she's 6'3" now, whatever, she's played the point, she's played the wing, she's played the post. For you to give such a lazy take
that just shows me that you're in this to try to get your money up, or you're trying to get into a show, or you're trying to have your own show. Because all last year, Angel and Camilla ran a lot of high and lows, and that was with less spacing. This year they got more spacing, so they're going to continuously run high and lows.
Yep.
So I don't understand what your take was. Like it was lazy and dumb. Like I don't get it. Like it was, to me, it was more about, okay, I got to sell this real quick. I got to get this podcast going. I got to sell that I know the game, because I might be out the league in a couple of years. I think she'd be out the league now, but they're giving her a shot, because she can shoot the ball. But I don't like her takes on that. And Caitlin Clark fans, like I said, I've been watching Caitlin Clark since high school. And I got reintroduced back to her when she was at Iowa. I rarely watch Iowa like that, but I watched them. And my boy would always talk about her, like her junior year. He like when she was on that crazy run, getting all these stats and stuff, and she was putting up numbers. Mm-hmm. And I watched her, and I'm like, she still played the same like she did in high school. I haven't seen nothing different. And I think from then on, people call me Caitlin Clark hater, because I say she pushes off a lot. She don't have a bag. She don't really have moves. She really has a hard time getting off of screens and getting off of defense, like off of press when they're pressing her and she's trying to get off of it. She can't get off of it. Then she pouts, throw her arms in the air, and then walk off. And they got to run the action. MJ, what I was saying, they run the action to the opposite side because she can't get off of it. So I don't see what's wrong with me saying that. I mean, it's on the film. You can watch it. I watch the same games y'all watch. So I'm just saying, like, you're not going to win basketball games that way if you're not able to play off the ball and you're able to move the ball like you do. Because in half court, when she has the ball passing it, like, she doesn't throw really good passes in the half court. Like, she really doesn't. Like, she does in transition, because that's her strength. She makes some beautiful passes in transition when she's on the go. But a lot of times, like, a lot of players have to adjust to her passes because she don't really throw it to where you're going. She's just throwing to where you were at, or she throw it behind you. She does that a lot. She did that to Lexi Hole. Lexi Hole had pow beat. She threw the ball behind her, so Lexi had to adjust. Then she had to readjust, and that gave pow time to stay black.
Yeah.
So that's stuff right there. You can go watch that. Yeah. She has to get that better. Then Kelsey Mitchell's not touching the ball like she should. I said going in, I said this when they made these moves. Kelsey Mitchell needs to touch the ball more than everybody, because you want her to have a rhythm, especially when you're going into like the fourth quarter or the third quarter or any parts of the game where you need significant buckets. Kelsey Mitchell is showing you, like, she's one of the best bucket getters in the women's sports, period. Yeah. So that's all I was saying. And then Fever fans and Caitlin fans get upset. They want to say you don't know what you're talking about and this and that. They don't even know the players they're rooting for. They don't know that. And it's crazy to me. They don't even know how the players play. Like, they just think every player, they look at the highlights or they look at I'm going to shoot the ball from the logo. That's cool when it's falling, but let's say it's a game where we need to cut the lead to 5, or we need to extend the lead from 5 to 8, and you miss that logo 3, you're messing the momentum up a lot of times. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Like,
just clean that up. Like, get in there, study that film, clean that up. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, I love that Noe Quinn admitted when she played Indiana last year after the break. She said, "Well, I gotta admit, I hadn't watched."
That chick is not gonna do shit.
She said, "I haven't watched."
Did you see your super chat?
But listen, she was honest. But she was honest, and a lot of them are not being honest.
Did you see your super chat?
You're not watching. You're not scouting. You're not watching film. So that's why sometimes you'll see a team come out that should win, not win. Because
Hold
they
on,
have
Auntie. Hold on, let me read this super chat. Shout out to Kai Young, $5 super chat. The two rookies, HBL and West Bell, was always going to make the team unless somebody blew the coaching staff in preseason, and that didn't happen. I mean, look, I have no issue with them making the team because West Bell to me is more of a project. HBL is ready to be in the rotation now.
Yeah.
But as the point guard, I'm not sure. I think she can get better, but right now, she has to work her way up to run the point, like for them to trust her. Because a lot of times when she ran the point, she was looking uncomfortable. They were pressing her a lot. Now she kept her toughness up there, like she still was trying to get at it and stuff. But there's a lot of times she had to have somebody else bring the ball up, or she needed somebody to set a bunch of screens for her to get off of the press. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting season.
Really? We blew the coaching staff?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Man, I don't get over here.
No, I would not start HBL over Sloop. Hell no.
Nobody blew this coaching staff. Pause.
No, I'm not starting Ghost. I'm not starting HBL over Sloop. No, not doing that.
No, you bring her in slowly, but you bring her slowly but surely.
Ghost said it, MJ.
Yeah, but who's saying that? That nonsense. It's nonsense. Why would you do that unless you're trying to read? You're the Chicago Sky, and let me remind some people that don't know. Seattle Storm is my team. I'm adopting the Aces. Seattle. Have adopted Aces for the last couple of years, but I do root for the Sky to win when I do watch them, as long as they're not playing my Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Who is bringing this stuff up? Why would you start HBL over Sloop when you're not in a rebuild? They were one game away from the playoffs last year. Why would you bring in a rookie to regress? Right now, it's not. You know what? It's not. We just talked about this in the live. As far as the thing about her, her leg being. One leg being shorter than the other, and also one foot being shorter than the other. She's been wearing prosthetics for years now. Right. So she gets props for being able to just play through that and get to the W.
Mm-hmm.
This is the preseason. When the first week of the season is when you're going to get to feel people out, and guess what? You're getting everybody's best shot. You think HBL is ready for everybody's best shot over Sloop?
No. That'll be a no.
Whoever is asking these questions, think about this stuff first.
No, I mean, look. I'm gonna tell everybody I'm not a fan of HBL. I never been. HBL's growing on me because of certain stuff that she does that normal rookies wouldn't be able to do. But she's not ready to start game one. Like, WNBA is different from college basketball.
And that's not a knock on her.
No, it's not a knock. Like, eventually HBL, eventually she'll have the reins, but right now Camilla and Angel want to win now. They want to get to the playoffs. They want to get their feet wet. They want to attract more free agents. Angel love HBL. She got you on the team. You're on the team, but that you not starting. You're not starting over Snooty. Angel wouldn't even be cool with that. So if you know basketball, HBL is going to be a good microwave off the bench, and you'll be fine if Ariel can help with the second string point guard play, or Angel can. And I think Tyler Marsh had Bantam playing, which I would have traded Bantam right after that game because she just went berserk. So I would have been like, bet I got Bantam with a couple Newports and a couple drinks, MD22 in me if you want that. Take that with you, and I'm ready to go.
That's why they did it. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's why they started Rachel to get some, to get the trade talks going.
That's what I'm thinking. Look, because Keisha, it don't make no sense. You ban them. Okay, you wouldn't play Bantam at the point unless you're trying to move her. You gotta be trying to move her because everybody, even a kid, will be like, "I'm not starting Bantam at the point." You crazy?
Right.
That's where she started it with Minnesota because I think Coach Reeves thought he had another Lindsey Allen, and she just couldn't cut the mustard at all.
Yeah, I take Lindsey Allen over her. Lizzie wasn't even that bad.
Excuse me. I meant Lindsey Whalen. I'm sorry.
Whalen. Oh, hell no. She ain't nothing like that.
Not even close.
Not even close. Not even a pinch.
She found out.
Not a lick.
No,
the poor baby was stuck. She found out though.
I think they did that to showcase her supposed talents, so we can maybe get some trade talks open, start talking to some teams.
If I'm trading for her, I'm gonna tell her, look, I'll trade for her if you tell her to stay off the Oreo cakesters. Okay? Maybe I'll consider. Stay off the Oreo cakesters.
Hold on. Tiffany and Co said HD, you don't like Bantam, but she has more offensive output than Atkins.
What?
Does she though? Like, yes, she scored more. She's made. But Tiffany and Co, let me tell you this though. Let me tell you this though, Tiffany and Co.
Wow.
When Bantam puts up big offensive numbers, we're gonna lose.
Yep.
And the reason why is because Bantam is getting those shots off. Those are just pure out of body experience and just shooting. It's not within the flow of the offense. It's not even impacting anybody because look, after she cooled off, the offense went to shit.
It was over.
It just went to shit. Right. It went to shit. So then we had to try to get everything back to normal. So Ariel started forcing the issue a little bit, which isn't her game. Ariel gets her points in the rhythm and flow of the offense. You have to go back and watch her with Washington. I understand y'all are trying to compare her output to Kennedy Carter. They're two different players. Kennedy is a better scorer than Ariel Atkins. Ariel is a better shooter and a better, I would say, she fits within a system better than Kennedy. And the reason why I say that is because of her style of play. She don't need to dominate the ball to really get her game going. Kennedy needs to dominate the ball and get her score going because if Kennedy's not scoring, she's going to be down. Her body, what do you call it? Her her whole body and everything just becomes negative. Like you had Angel trying to
her body
language. Thanks, Brass. Her body language gets terrible. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying Bantam, Bantam fits better in the offense than Atkins. Bantam wouldn't have shoot as much if Atkins came out the corner. That wasn't even it. Bantam, those were set up plays for Bantam to shoot what she did. That's what happened.
And
Bantam just got hot. She just got hot. So they said, well, let's just keep going to Bantam then. That's what happened. She wasn't even supposed to be the focal point. She just started making shots and they just shifted to her. But no, Bantam doesn't fit our offense better.
You go to who's hot. You don't
right. Bantam does not fit the offense better. Bantam needs to be traded today.
Hey Jonathan, did you have the chocolate or the golden Oreo cake?
What you were saying, Keisha?
No, I was just gonna say, and Bantam is a player that's wildly inconsistent.
Yes.
She can have a heater one game and it'll be 5-6 games before you see that Bantam again.
Keisha. Right, but Keisha, when she's hot, we will go with it. We will take it. But as soon as your stuff is not looking consistent, you need to sit down.
Right.
Kia Nurse, I'm gonna say Kia Nurse too.
So Tiffy Cole, if Atkins isn't dominating the ball, but she's not making any shots, where do we go from there? To your big Brazilian in the paint.
Thank you.
Like, what are we talking
Brazilian
about? Like,
daddy.
look.
The Brazilian daddy. You got a 6'7", fine as wine in the summertime. 6'7" Brazilian in the middle, ready to get it in. Get her the ball.
Listen? When Angel got her the ball and she started cooking, we cut the lead down.
Yeah.
Like the lead was cut.
But we went away, and I said, "Why?"
Exactly. Then we went away from her. Like, listen,
I can tell you two
if
reasons why they went away from her.
if you can she turn the heater on for offense? I don't need her to turn it. See, this is what I'm saying. I love Allen Iverson, and I use this example. I love Allen Iverson. Loved him growing up. Loved the answer. His style of play does not win you games. When you have one person on offense dominating the ball in the game, you do not win that way. It is better to win by scoring, by committee. And then you have that closer at the end who gets it done. Michael Jordan had to realize that in his career. I can't keep putting up all these points, unaliving myself. I got to get Pip going. I got to get Grant going. Everybody got to get going. Paxson and them. Then when it got to Michael closed. And guess what? Michael ended the game with 30, and he ain't even need to take that many shots.
Correct.
So I don't need Atkins out here going on heaters, and then you're messing up the offense. That's what happened with us with Banham. Banham got all heated and hot. And then when we need a bucket and we're like, yo, Banham, it's your time. And Banham go cold. It's like, where's Banham at?
Well, isn't that the same thing that happened to Mabry before it went public that she was going to get traded?
Yeah.
No, the problem with Banham is that she's a volume shooter. She's always been a volume shooter. Even though she didn't get the ball a lot in Connecticut, when she did get in the game, the ball went up. Like, she got a really quick release. And when she touches it and gets her space is gone, which is exactly what they want.
So come off the
when
bench
you're
with
hitting
it,
8 threes in a game.
Come off the bench. Don't start her.
Yeah, but
no, they started her. I think what happened is they started her that game to see what she gives, to see what they're gonna have going in. I think they were experimenting.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I don't think they really were like, okay, like, because if we had to play the Fever and it was the first regular season game, I don't think they put Banham in right then and there.
No,
I just don't.
Not at all.
But Sloot was out.
Does she start?
Sloot was out. Yeah.
Okay.
If Sloot plays, does she start? That's the question. That's all you need to answer.
No, Banham doesn't start. I said it beforehand. I said it beforehand. I said Kia Nurse was going to play. Kia Nurse was going to start. I told everybody that. That was going to be the starting lineup. Kia was going to play the wing because Michaela Onawerye she's never in the right position. You can tell she's never in the right spot. She's always somewhere else. And it's like, what are you doing?
Take it easy on MO.
Right. And then
I know we talked about that.
And then Banham, and then Banham defensively is trash. Like, she don't even know how to switch right. She gives up open runs to the basket. It's so easy to cook her. Like, Ariel Atkins, even if she's not giving me none on offense, Ariel Atkins' defense was crazy good. Like, she broke up a lot of plays. Like, I don't think people understand her defense helped keep us in the game. Like, if it wasn't for her defense, we would have been blown out by like 15 or 20 if this was last year's Sky. I'm not going to hold you. Like, if this was last year's Sky, we're getting blown out.
Tiffy doesn't know Atkins very well with some of these comments. Talking about Banham's IQ is higher than Atkins. Yeah, she don't know. She don't know.
No, Tiffy, listen. Tiffy and Cole, cool people. She be on key. I mean, but that's how she feel. Like, I don't have an issue with that. If that's how she feel, I'm cool with it. But
I
I
don't have a problem
disagree.
with the way she feel, but it's not true. Is what I'm
I
saying.
disagree like very highly. Like
Yeah.
Atkins won a chip. Atkins was one of the reasons they won a chip, along with Messi Man and Deladon. But then she played a major part on the defensive end. And this team here is going to be scored by committee. Who has the hot hand? So if Kia Nurse has the hot hand, they're going to feed Kia Nurse until she breaks the shot. Kia Nurse is not my favorite player. I did not want her on the team. So I'm letting everybody know this. But I knew she would start because out of all the wings, she plays the best defense. Is that a bad thing? Yes, because I don't think she's a very great defender. I think she gives effort when she can, but I don't think she's gonna, I need you to shut Bonner down or somebody. I don't think she can do that. She's going to get physical and tough with them and try to play mind games, but I don't think she's that good. Michaela, I told everybody last year, while Michaela was hot, I would have tried to move her this offseason. They got mad at me like Michaela did. I'm like, I don't see what everybody sees. I just don't. I think Michaela would be good on a team that's still trying to figure out what direction they're going in, what player they need. I think she would be better on that team. And then I don't like what's their name? Banham already talked about I already cooked her fat ass. Who else I got? Rebecca Allen. Rebecca Allen, I didn't like her last year for Phoenix. I didn't think we should have traded for Rebecca Allen.
She played for the Sun. She was better before the injury.
Yeah, for the Sun, but injuries have caught up to her. Like, I don't even think she's fully like comfortable yet with after the surgery. Because remember, she got hurt last year. That's the only reason why Sophie Cunningham played, because Rebecca got hurt. Because it was Becca, Kai Copper, Diana Taurasi, who was at I don't know who else was there, but then you had Brittany Griner. I don't know who else was in this lineup. But you had her starting.
Yeah.
You already said DT. You had Rebecca Allen in the lineup, and she wasn't good defensively. She wasn't that good as well. Her shot comes and go. It goes more than just it goes like it just goes more than she makes it. Like, listen, I'm a realist. Like, I'm a realist.
She's not playing well, and I have to agree with you. But when Rebecca was like the Rebecca that I remember,
she was nice. She was nice. She was nice. But if I could get that Rebecca, I'm good. I'm sleeping good at night. Yes. I'm not sleeping good at night because my starting five is the only thing I can hang my hat on. Right. That's it. Yeah. The only person off the bench I really like, I like two people off the bench. Will, because of her IQ. I still think she's moving 2-3 steps slow, but I like her IQ. HBL, I just love HBLs. I'm gonna go get it. Just her tough. I don't think she's a dog. I just think she's tough. She's just a hard worker. I don't think she's a dog at all. But I think she's a tough worker. She works hard. She tries to get better. She tries to do something. Yeah. Those are the only two people I trust. I don't trust anybody else on the bench. And Maddie, I'm trying to figure out why they have Maddie trying to run the offense. Like, why they had her bringing the ball up. I'm like, that's not Maddie's game.
Maybe he was just trying something, HD.
Man, he might listen. He might have rolled up a couple of them joints with old dog. I mean,
I think maybe he was just trying something.
Maybe she had a rebound, and it's a type of thing where when you get the rebound, bring it up, half court, give it up, type of thing. Was Maddie actually giving the ball to start the offense? Is that what happened?
Yeah, she was giving the ball. She was giving the ball to bring up the court.
Oh.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I was confused too. I was watching.
I didn't know. I'm sorry, HC. I didn't catch that. I was on live. I didn't.
I didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know that's what. I don't even remember that happening in Notre Dame. Sonia Citron, yes, I remember that.
And she was out there only 3 minutes, and then after that little stint, they set her down. But I was just like, what we doing here? Why y'all bring her in to do that?
Yeah.
Because I think, like Prince said earlier, he said it best, is he don't think they don't know what to do with Maddie. Honestly, I don't think they were going to draft Maddie. I think they were going to do what Brad's been saying for months. They were going to draft Sanaya Rivers, and she got picked up way ahead of time. Because Sanaya Rivers I would understand her. She would fit. She would fit coming right off the bench playing defense. She would fit, and she could bring the ball up. So I don't know.
So you saying they didn't have a plan B after they didn't get Sanaya Rivers?
No, it's not that. I think their plan was, we're going to get Rivers, we're going to get Sivka, and then we'll probably, well, no, excuse me. I think it was, we're going to get Rivers, we're going to get HBL, and then they were going to go get Maddie, and then they were going to pick whoever with that later pick. They didn't care.
We wanted Sundell or something.
No, they didn't want Sundell. We the ones, the fans wanted Sundell.
We wanted Sundell.
Yeah, they didn't want. Listen, I don't even think they knew who Sundell was. I don't think a lot of people did.
I don't think.
I don't think a lot of people knew who Sellers was. Like, seriously, I really believe these GMs.
When they won the Big Ten with Diamond and Angel.
Because Sellers is very quiet. She's very to herself. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, she's not in the spotlight like that. No. Not even in the Big Ten. I mean, the Big Ten coaches and writers acknowledge her, but as far as doing feature stories on her and putting her in the spotlight and being famous and whatnot, nah, she wasn't. She's not a spotlight type player. And the reason why the Big Ten was on her like that is because of her dad.
Brad Sellers.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think a lot of these GMs knew about this draft and knew about the people in this draft like that. I just really don't think they do. I think that Jeff and them, because listen, I kept getting reports and everything saying that they were interested in Sanaya Rivers. They liked their Rivers. They liked it HVL. I think Rivers is going to get picked. When Connecticut picked her, they were like, well, let's just go get Sivka. And then they were going to be like, we'll get HVL, Maddie Westbell. They looked at a project. They only got Maddie Westbell because Sivka wasn't coming over. So they went and got Maddie Westbell because I guess they thought they kind of are the same player, which they're not. Sivka's more of a wing. Maddie's more of a 4, or what a lot of fans would call a stretch 4. So I don't know.
I thought you guys also, I heard a lot of you talking, I think, about Sonia Citron going 3.
That's when we had the third pick.
Yeah, we had the third pick, but
what happened?
You don't win. You don't get to a playoff and trying to win in the playoff by getting Sonia Citron. You don't do that. Like, that's why they went and got the sure thing. GMs are thinking 3 to 5 years down the line. They're not thinking about your potential like so many people use. I be telling people, potential is what, you know what potential really means?
Unrealized.
No, not even that, Auntie. That's the nice way. Potential is, if you potentially don't ball out, I'm potentially finna be fired and lose my house, my car, my woman, my kids. I'm losing everything. That's what potential means. Seriously. That's why I don't use potential. I always use ceiling. Your ceiling could be limitless, or your ceiling could be right here. Your ceiling is, you possibly could be a solid player, solid role player, possibly could make some all-star games, or your ceiling could be, hell, you could be compared to some of the greatest ever. So you can't go off of potential. I'm telling people, I like this Sonia Citron. I didn't care if we picked her at 3 or not, or kept the pick or not. My thing is, you got a good player. I think they went and traded for Ariel Atkins because they can't attract no free agents, because people don't like the Sky organization.
They still got those people in the same office, not talking about where Jeff is at, but higher than him. In the offices, they're still there. They still reek of treating people like crap. So they said, look, Ariel, just give us a verbal warning, most likely, allegedly. Give us a verbal agreement that you're going to sign past next year. And then I think they're going to go after Dejanay or some other free agents. That's what they're trying to do, is get through this season, make the playoff, or show you that they're trying to make the playoff. And other vets going to be like, all right, shoot, I'm going to go there. Tyler Marsh has brought a system in where they have direction, because they didn't have no direction last year. Love Teaspoon, but they didn't have no direction last year. So now that will attract free agents to say, oh, bet. Then they're looking at Angel like, oh, man, Angel, look at what she's doing. Like, they really ride for her. Teammates like her. They're giving. She went to Unrivaled. People didn't know Angel was like this until they met her. Like, they figured out, man, Angel really is a nice person and really works hard. So that attracts other people there. That's the point of this. I don't think this point to this year is to say, okay, we got a squad, we finna go far with it. No, they just trying to get to the playoffs to show, if not get to the playoffs, they want to show they're competitive and show that they can win games. They didn't show that last year. Yeah, they won some games, but it was more the other team choking and then winning. It's just facts. Because the Aces should have wiped us out like a bunch of times, but they were going through their own turmoil. Becky was like 2 plays from choking Kelsey Plum. She was like, I'm finna choke her. Asia's too busy trying to keep the coach from unaliving the player the whole year. And then they're dealing with the De'Erica stuff where it's like, okay, we already done gave you everything. You're still complaining because you're over with the sorry Sparks? So y'all got to understand, it's a lot to go into basketball besides X's and O's and what's on the floor. There's other stuff that pays attention to that.
Yep. And also the reason why we won is because Kennedy Carter came back and she was like lightning in the bottle type thing. And of course, Angel Reese is a force multiplier. People don't realize that Angel makes players around here better than what they are. And despite the fact that those vets had their own agenda and we're not getting along with the coach as far as her decision to make Angel the central character in this drama, Angel still, her will and her dog carried them to almost getting to the. If she wouldn't have got hurt, they would have went to the playoffs.
What'd you say,
MJ? And if Kennedy wouldn't have flaked out, you know what I mean? You know,
right. What'd you say, MJ?
That and whatever.
Well, it's the first thing, and Brad Stats hit on it too. One of the things about Kennedy, I forgot when they brought her back in. I'm not. I don't know. Did she have a full training camp or not? I can't remember if she did.
Yeah, she had a full training camp. Yeah, she came during training camp. Yeah,
but they were still bringing her off the bench, right? They were bringing her off the bench because there was no firepower. Once Angel and Camilla was subbed out, there or whatever the case may be, there was no scoring unless she came off the bench. Now the problem was when they had slow starts, then they had to bring her off the bench earlier. So now you get to the point where Chicago Sky fans are like, well, why aren't you starting her if that's the case? We ain't got nobody scoring. So now she's scoring. Yeah. Now you go to the bench. There's no firepower.
I think that's the GM that did that.
But I don't even think it was a GM. I think Teaspoon just didn't like Dana Evans and Diamond the Shields. She always wanted to start Kennedy Carter. but
Dana. Yeah.
No, I'm saying
but she was using Dana wrong. Spoon was trying to have Dana run an old school type of offense where you bring it down court, you turn Dana's not a traditional guard. She's not. And I could tell what she was doing because Dana would come down court and then she tried to pass to the bigs.
That's not her game. She's not a passer like that. She's terrible at passing.
Well,
She
I
was
knew
terrible
that
at
when she
Louisville
threw the
passing.
ball over the backboard and it hit the other side of the
Exactly.
backboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless Izzy was in the game. When Izzy was in the game,
she passed it to Izzy.
She started passing the ball like Peyton Manning. She was passing the ball like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady when Izzy was in there. But go ahead.
So what was that about?
That's my point about the agenda.
We all know what that was about, man.
That's my point about the agenda. They had an agenda.
They wanted the rookies to go through what they went through to pay their dues, and that's not how it worked with these rookies. These rookies are different than y'all.
Oh,
they're ready to play now.
They champions, bro. Like they came out of come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. They came out winning. They're ready now to play. They're not. This ain't the same rookies that came in the league when you came in, Dana. Them rookies weren't ready. These rookies ready to win now.
Here's the thing that everybody's forgetting: they drafted in the first round as lottery picks 2 players that had won natties and that were voted most outstanding in the tournament. Both of them.
Right.
How do you not make them part of the focal point of an offense? And you got a guard that
and one of them is 6'7", and one of them is 6'7".
But Teaspoon, I don't even think Teaspoon knew how to run the offense. Like the first thing she should have done was she should allow Angel to be more of a playmaker. I was so shocked at how the offense was being ran. It was no direction. It was Kennedy Carter a bust. That's not going to win you a lot of games because Kennedy, in the games Kennedy went cold in, she was bad. And nobody brings that up. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't have an issue with Kennedy. I think Kennedy is a phenomenal scorer, not a player. Let me tell you, it's a difference. She's a phenomenal scorer.
Right.
Very phenomenal scorer.
Yeah.
But basketball player, I think she's very low IQ wise. And I feel like she dominated the ball way too much. And to me, Angel should have been the one setting up a lot of the plays, getting everybody involved. They would have done better because Angel got Camilla going. Like Camilla started balling the second half of the season because Angel's getting her the ball and giving her the ball in positions that was helping Camilla because, you know, she played against Camilla like her whole career. So she know what Camilla gonna do. But the rest of them guards, they weren't trying to hear that or do that. You had Mabry out here shooting like she goddamn she's shooting like she Della Don the Messy Man. And it's like you not them. You the same color, but you ain't them. So I don't know what the hell you doing. And then Diamond I just felt bad for Diamond because she just never gonna be the same. If I could have got a little bit of that old Diamond, we would have been straight.
We'd be good.
We'd be good. But
she didn't even play the whole preseason, did she, HD?
She hasn't played at all.
She hasn't played at all. Yeah,
not at all. Yeah, and
she's not injured, as far as I know.
Are you guys reading the chat? No. I'm only reading what I need to read.
Right.
That's what I do. I mean, that's all.
I'm reading it a little bit, and it's been whack, so I stopped reading it.
Right. I mean, y'all not talking about nothing. You got a guy in here who likes the ops. They not talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Tiffy Co and my T girl are really the only ones really making sense out of everybody in the chat because they speaking basketball. And Andre, Uncle J.E. speaking, Israel speaking. You got people who doing what they doing.
You're not going to come up here. He's not going to bring you up here because I remember you getting into it. Don't do that. This is what Simpson was telling you, superstar. Listen, oatmeal face. Don't talk like that. I have permission because don't do that, superstar.
Oatmeal face. Yeah, okay, I'm good. I mean, thank you.
That's all I can say is thank you.
I don't like. I don't really care. Like, you're not in my chat. You're in somebody else's chat. Because if you was in this chat, you know you're gonna get blocked. So I don't even know why you said it.
Oatmeal's good for you.
Ariel Atkins' defense was key. The Mystics won that championship. Well, Tippy and
I
Co.
like
was
my
critical.
oatmeal with brown sugar personally. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. When Deladon took leave, Messerman went back to Europe. Latoya Sanders retired, and Natasha Cloud went to Phoenix. Atkins was carrying the Mystic with new players. Yeah, that's a fact.
I like Emma Misserman. I like.
Yeah, like Atkins is a solid player, but it's like, we'll see. We'll see what's going on and everything because Ariel, like I said, she has to get into it. They'll be fine. I mean, I think she'll be fine.
I love Ariel Atkins. I ain't got no problem with Ariel.
I just think everybody is being like way too hard on Ariel Atkins. Like, we'll see what happens like during the season. And then hell, like I said, if she doesn't produce offensively like we want, hey, we can sign her for cheap still because she brings defense and we can just go get us another scorer next year. Like, I'm not looking, I'm looking at 3 to 5 years from now. I'm not looking at just next year and this year. Like, y'all got to think like GMs. Like, you got to take what you could take. And when you have a team or organization that's been known around the league to be trash and treats its player trash, you got to build that relationship back up with the league.
I'm not worried about her, HD, to be honest with you. I ain't worried about Atkins. I'm not worried about Vandersloot. They've been there, done that. They got rings. I'm cool. What I'm worried about is Banham, Maddie, HBL, and that's probably about it. Rebecca Allen.
Aaliyah Nye needed to go to the Aces. She would not have done well on our team.
Yeah, she needs to be around a lot of.
She needs to be around the Aces,
like
facts. Yeah,
but yeah, she's gonna be good. Now, I like Nye a lot.
Shout out to EDD and her retirement.
You don't think she would have been a good shooter for us, AD?
Yeah,
but she's too streaky. She's too streaky, and then plus, they don't need to depend on her like that for the Aces. She could come in and hit a few shots, or if she misses, they can hide her they can have her do other things on that team. If she comes to our team, she got to be an option.
She got to be on.
And I don't want to ruin her.
Right.
I don't want to ruin her at all. I want Nye to have a successful, illustrious career.
Yes. And that's a great start to start over there. Yes.
Right. Right.
We're not going to depend on her. We're going to need her to be like on in the sky, and they're not ready yet,
Right, exactly.
Not me, Miss T. That's not my troll. That was a troll from another channel.
We're putting a lot of potential stress on Ariel, though. I mean, and especially
she can handle it.
With her years of experience, it's definitely something that the Chicago Sky need. The problem is, we all saw what that offense looked like when Sloot does not play. Now, the thing is with that, Sloot is 35 years old. She is going to be load managed like Tim Duncan. They're going to say, hey, why is Sloot not playing tonight? Old. She's old.
Right.
That's why. We're giving her a rest. So without her in the lineup, somebody better pick up that continuity quicker than
I wanted Cheyenne Sellers or Pow Pow or Isaiah James. Those are my three I want.
I forgot about that. I had Isaiah James at 10.
You said what?
Yeah, Sellers is scared right now. You don't want her at all.
Well, Sellers didn't really have any time to do anything. If she would have got picked in the draft when she did, she would have been fine. She wouldn't have been scared. She would have been in camp. She would have did what she had to do. The Golden State messed her confidence up because they brought her in there and they didn't use her. I know they didn't practice her, and then they just released her. So you know what I'm saying? So I would have picked her up like quick.
And HD, people don't understand. She had one practice with Atlanta before that game. I mean,
come on.
Did they cut her?
Not yet, but
No,
But I mean, one practice. So you get drafted by a team, they release you. You go to a new team, you have one practice. Yeah, you out there looking like a deer in headlights. I don't know why people think that's a hard thing.
Well, here's the thing, Key, and I don't know if you guys saw this too. We talked about this in a live too.
Go ahead.
There was a play. I still don't understand to this day. She got the ball. I think it was near the top of the key.
Mm-hmm.
She did three pump fakes. Didn't shoot the ball.
Yep. I remember
took
that
two
play.
dribbles over to the side. Looked for somebody to pass. Couldn't find someone to pass to. Took two more pump fakes at the hoop and then passed the ball away. And then came down and turned the ball over the next possession or the possession after that. And she had two turnovers. And then that. Once I saw that.
Yeah, she looked shell shocked.
Right. Because that's
at Maryland. She would have shot that bitch. She would have shot that bitch at Maryland. She'd have shot that. If you left her open like that, if you'd have left her open like that, and at Maryland, Cheyenne putting that up.
So listen, it's typical. So you're telling me that you're giving Atkins 40 days and nights to figure out that you're not giving her that when everyone expected so much from Angel. Nobody expected a lot from Angel. The people who's doing that are her detractors. They're the only ones who's doing that. I don't grade Angel I don't grade her on a grade that I would give Asia Wilson. I don't grade her on that. I don't grade her like I grade Nafisa Collier. This is only her second year. If you're grading her like she's been in the league 3 to 5 years or 6 to 7, then you're stupid. Ariel Atkins right now is missing right now because she's still trying to get into the flow of the offense. We don't need her to drop all these points. Ariel's doing everything we need her to do. What we need to do is we need the bench to step up, and we need to have Marsh let Angel run more of the point guard position a little bit to help out Sluty and to help herself out to get going. So that's what we need.
I just the continuity of the defense though. I'm still worried about that because I know there was
I am too.
And the communication on defense is still not there. I saw Camilla once again guarding two people on a possession more than once in that game. And I'm like, this is the preseason. She was doing this near the end of the season, and she was getting frustrated by it. Running out to the three-point line and challenge a shot. They pass the ball around. Then there's somebody about to be open underneath the key. She got to run back from the three-point line all the way back to the key to try to stop it. And there's no rotation. So I'm hoping that gets fixed because they look really bad the end of last year. It looked really bad in the preseason this year.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted Sanaya Rivers, because of our perimeter defense in particular. Our perimeter defense in particular is a problem. Now, when we got Ariel Atkins, I kind of, breathed a sigh of relief. But when they're not in the game and we got to bring in our bench players, then what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because whereas if we had a Sanaya Rivers, our second team come out with her, and she could be that not maybe a stopper initially, but be that bothersome, annoying gnat type of defender where you can't get around her long arms and that length that she got.
Right, I was gonna say the length. Yeah.
That'll bother people. You feel me? So that's the reason why I wanted Sanaya. When she went at A, I just knew we was getting HVL. I knew it.
But Tiffy and Cole, I'm asking you, if you start Bantam, you're gonna get beat by 15 early in the game.
Yep. She can't play no defense.
Bantam can't play defense. And Bantam is very streaky. If Bantam was consistent like she did the other day, then yeah, I have no issue with putting Bantam out there.
Does Bantam have a post game though?
Bantam don't have no game. Bantam is just a Bantam is just
I don't know what
Bantam is a 3-point. No, hold up. Bantam is just a shooter.
Yeah.
She's just a shot chucker. She's a 3-point shot chucker.
Right.
Hold on. I'm. What am I missing? What is going on?
What?
Hold on. Because as a coach, you come on, Tiffany. You starting to frustrate me. Why in the
Serena Sundell? I don't like her in Seattle, but we'll see.
Okay. Back
I
to what Tiffany was saying.
I don't think she's gonna get a fair shake. Because if you look at their team, they're stacked at the guard position. So I don't know where Sundell fits, and she can't play the wing. She's too slow to play the wing. So
she's a point.
She's not a shooter like that. So we'll see.
Did you see the scrimmage between them and the Sparks?
Yeah.
What you think?
I mean, I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see all of it, but from what I've seen, I think Seattle gonna be fine.
Yeah.
The Sparks is what really concerns me. Like, they don't have no defense.
Yeah.
And I'm really concerned.
The Storm myself.
Yeah, the Storm too. Yeah, the Storm.
Height.
I think
Storm is solid.
I know they got the Chinese lady, but she can't move.
Dominique Malanga. They were both on the floor at the same time.
Seattle gonna be straight. You know,
they're gonna be straight.
They're gonna be straight. I ain't worried about them too much.
Gabby wasn't even on the floor yet, right? Gabby did she play?
No.
Nah, she hasn't played. Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got her on the shelf. They waiting. They gonna be Seattle gonna be a problem. You know, I got them in my top 4. You know, yeah, they did. You know, Prince. He did everybody. You know, give their top 4. My top 4 was the Aces, Aces, New York, Minnesota, Seattle, and I think I said I didn't say. I don't think Indiana's going to be up there. Who did I say it for?
What did you say? Let me see.
I forgot who I think I said. Maybe
New York, Aces, Seattle. You said Seattle.
Was that 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, there it is. Yeah, because other people were saying like Atlanta, the Fever. And even some people went out on the limb and even said Chicago.
Well, Tiffy and Co. If Chicago fans and people got all this about Angel and stuff, Angel's going to get hacked. She's just going to get hacked. So Angel has to figure out how to work through that. He has to, and that's what the maturation is going to come in her next step, is to fight through contact, get and ones. Also, when she's getting hacked, still keep her confidence up. And also, like, if she keeps her energy up, she'll be fine. Like, I'm not really worried about Angel. The thing I'm worried about is how the hell we going to stop transition defense? How we going to play half-court defense? And who off the bench is going to do something? Like, I'm not worried about Angel. Like, Angel is the least of my concerns.
Right.
My concerns is, what are we going to do in transition? What are we going to do with rebounding when they box the paint out to try to keep Angel from getting there? Who's going to step up? How's Camilla? Is Camilla going to stay engaged? Are they going to get Camilla the ball? Are they going to figure out a way to let Camilla eat early? Are they going to figure out a way to get Ariel some shots to get her in the rhythm? These are a lot of questions I'm asking, and that's why I'm not real sure about them during this preseason, because I'm asking questions. But that doesn't mean it might not happen. But people who are expecting much of Reese is one player. I need the team to play. I don't need just Reese going out there getting 20 and 20s or 15 and 20s. We're going to lose by 50 if she's doing all of that.
Yeah, one can't beat 5.
Right.
One cannot be 5.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So we need everybody else to step up. And I believe they're going to step up. Are we going to have growing pains? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Your two main options on the team are second year players. So you got to think about that. Everybody else is a piece. Like if Kia Nurse is hot for a minute, I'm gonna go to Kia Nurse until she's not hot no more. If this player hot, I'm gonna give them the ball. But your main players you want to touch the ball all the time is Sluty, Angel, Ariel, and Camilla. Them 4. That's who you mainly need to have the ball in their hands to get everybody involved. Now, when you go to the bench, you got HBL and who?
Yeah, exactly.
And who?
Exactly.
And who?
Exactly.
But Tiffy and Cole, these people are Chicago Sky fans, right? So when they're talking that bullshit, Tiffy and Cole, when you get a chance, I need you to ask them. I need you to ask them HVL and who? Seriously, because if HVL don't turn into what we need right away this season, we're going to have a lot of problems off that bench.
We're going to have a big problem.
We're going to have a lot of problems off that bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, because y'all got Coach Tyler. He's a developmental coach.
Those are all good questions, HD. I have those same questions. When will the rest of the team step up, including
Mo Jefferson?
No. You got Tyler. You got Tyler. He like.
I mean,
we got Mo Jefferson.
Yeah, but I think Atkins stepped up pretty well. I mean, Atkins hasn't really disappointed me. The problem has been the team defense. Like offensively, we put up points the past 2 games. The problem is defense. Defense.
Hey, Zo, ain't nobody worried about you. Zo, ain't nobody worried about you. You ain't cooking nothing, homie. I ain't worried about you. You ain't cooking nothing, homie. Hey, listen. Don't play with me.
Now Chicago Sky, y'all got Coach Tyler.
You dipped out. You had your shot. You dipped out.
He's feeling. He's
He
fixing
doesn't
speed.
fit into the. But Tiffy and Cole, what is the offensive scheme? Like, what's the scheme? I don't see the scheme. What's the scheme? Like, I just thought they just ran a free-flowing type of offense and they freestyle most of the time. I didn't really see a real offense being ran unless I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't no real offense being ran. Like I didn't see any offense being ran at all. I really did. I'm not trying to be funny or rude. I didn't see it. I didn't really see it. Like, right, exactly, Prince. The scheme is give Sloot the ball. Right, that's what it looked like, though. That's what it looked like. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like it looked like when Sloot is in there, Sloot is running the offense. Soon as Sloot leaves the floor, we lost. Like what are we doing?
No, you're right. You're right, AC.
Bro, but see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree. Like, I didn't see no offense being ran.
But he was trying. Remember, he was trying. He was trying to be open-minded. Okay, Bantam, if you're closest to the ball, bring it up, set it up. Okay, Atkins. Okay, you can do it here. Okay. Angel was like, give me the goddamn ball. I'll set it up. Let's go.
Right. Tyler's trying to play inside out with a motion offense. Atkins don't move. She stay in the corner. Atkins is they're trying to run the play inside out. You're saying they're trying to play inside out and they're running a motion offense, right? That's what you're saying. Okay, so why weren't they doing that last night or the night before? Why didn't they do that?
Tiffany, you gotta quit capping. You gotta stop the cap, Tiffany.
I'm trying to figure out.
Tiffany, you gotta stop the cap.
What is HBL? What is?
I love y'all.
All right, then. Be safe, Keisha.
All right, Keisha.
What is?
Keisha, I'm gonna take off too, guys. I gotta take our moms.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I miss my mom. So
nice seeing you.
Happy Mother's Day.
I miss my
Sister
mom.
Noble.
Yeah, I see you.
All right, Sister Noble.
Take care.
Peace.
So HVL, what is her true position? 2 guard. Who can playmate?
She's an undersized 2 guard.
Yeah, that's all she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't let Tiffy get the she just wanted Jewel Lloyd. No, she's not getting to me. I'm just trying to figure out because I'm lost. Like I'm very lost. Like I don't know. Like I didn't see no motion offense or no I'm gonna get it to the inside. I just saw Slutie run the offense. And then when Angel got the ball, like she was running the offense. So and Angel just caught Camilla running, she just threw her the ball. Like, there you go. Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't seen nothing. Like, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't seen nothing from Stephanie White. I ain't seen nothing from Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh, like, he's still like on my watch list. I'm sorry. I don't give credit right away. I gotta see 10 to 15 games first and see what's up.
Yep. The jury is out.
But I'm not sold on Tyler Marsh. I think Tyler Marsh is well, do you want me to go get your case, sir? Or do you want me to go get you a beer? You want me to go get you a sandwich?
They're sold on Fix It Felix.
Man, I'm in the wait and see mode. I ain't making no predictions.
They're sold.
No pontification.
They're sold on Fix It Felix and Jeff
I ain't
as the
doing none of
GM.
that. He got to show me because he ain't never been a head coach in this league. Tyler Marsh is gonna have to show me.
Yeah, and Jeff picked these players from this draft, and I don't want to hear it.
It looks promising. We definitely look better than last year as far as our starters. But then again, but again, we look like we're in the same boat we were last year with our bench. And you could probably argue that our bench last year, from what I'm saying, was better last year than it is this year.
Right. You still stuck. You sticking with Michaela. You shouldn't have got rid of her last year.
Man, ban him. Yeah, man, get Banham out of here, man.
Yeah.
I got more faith in Mo Jefferson coming back than some Banham. I don't like Banham. I don't eat pork. Get Banham out of here.
Yeah, but she's on that guaranteed contract, so.
Well, eat it. Eat the contract. Do something. Trade it for a bag of beans and some Hennessy.
You saying Tyler's having the same issues as Spoon last year? He wants to run plays below basketball IQ, guard play hurting. Why can't it be why can't it be that he has low IQ?
Why can't it be draft the players that you need to fit your damn system?
Right. So
let's talk about that.
I don't think it's IQ. I think the players we have this year, Tiffy and Cole, got way more IQ than the players last year. Why can't we just say why I'm holding him accountable? Because he needs to get everything going. He needs to get the ball to Ariel and Camilla early to get them going. You have to get those players going. Like, that's what you have to do. He needs to run more plays for Angel. He ran like a couple, but they really weren't plays. It was Camilla and Angel knowing how to play with one another to get each other the ball. So I think Tyler Marsh, Tyler Marsh hasn't shown me nothing. The players to me are making him look better than what he is. And they still don't look that good. So that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Tax sounding like us about KB when it comes to Bantam on the sky. Bantam's terrible, dog. Like, look, Bantam is a terrible ball player. Kirsten Bell's terrible over there for the Aces. I think if they didn't have that protected contract, like we got the protected contract, we would have let them go. They would have all been off the team.
Mm-hmm. Just holding up space.
Right. They holding up space and Bantam ain't that good. That's the point.
Banham. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. We wanted to do a GoFundMe, AB. Me and Zoe. To get her Uber to get her up out of here.
He only drafted Maddie because Sifka wasn't coming over this year.
And
why would you draft? Why he drafted Maddie?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't banking on this draft. He wasn't caring about this draft. He just wanted to get the players he can get through this year so he can get these contracts out of here and he can go sign who he want to sign next year.
Yeah, but that's not smart basketball.
But is he going to give Tyler Marsh the leash or the leeway for that? Or he going to fire him like he did Spoon?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah, you can't just be drafting and expect Ainge and them to go to the playoffs with this.
Man, Colson been done. They just picked her up for the Fever so she can be a locker room supporter or whatever. That's the only reason why they picked her up.
Locker room presence. That's it.
Right. That's it.
Yep.
Can you guys hear me?
Should be.
Yeah.
Well, the Chicago Sky problem is they don't have a backcourt.
Who?
That's the problem.
Who?
The Chicago Sky. They just don't have a backcourt.
I would love
Yo, I gotta jump off, yo. I'll see y'all next time.
All right, MJ, be safe.
All right, MJ.
Yep.
Work. I'll see y'all next time.
All right, bro.
Exactly, my T girl. It ain't even a win now. They're still building and developing. Exactly. He gave that notion like that. He didn't want to say rebuild because he got these tickets selling. He got people coming. So he got to make up an excuse. Timmy would have been a nice fit. Timmy get hurt too much. I love her, but she get hurt too much. She's a good player, though. She's a good 5, but she get hurt way too much.
Maybe the WNBA just need to go out of business because they can't keep anybody, can't afford nobody. So
what, man? Get out of here.
For real.
What the hell are you talking about? Stupid. Why are you on a WNBA page? Why are you on a WNBA page and you talking about dumb shit? Go. I'm not with these idiots. Kirsten, Bantam, Sid, Colson, Bree Hall, Maddie, Scott, Harmony, Turner could replay. Yeah, they could. They could. But they ain't finna do that. Tyler said that Maddie was his pick. He had been scouting her for 2 years with the Aces. Yeah, he brought Maddie there because.
Okay, if he drafted Maddie, why in the hell did you only play her for 3 minutes though? I'm not understanding that logic.
I don't understand the
logic in it.
I don't think that he I think he's saying that and stuff. Yeah, he scouted him. But that doesn't mean anything. I could have scouted somebody for 5 years. And when they come to the league, I might just take a chance just to take a chance. I think they got Sifka. Sifka wasn't supposed to be picked. I think they were supposed to get Rivers. Rivers didn't fall. They just said, bump it. Let's just get Sifka. Then they went and got Maddie. So it's
me and my GM went and had it out. I'm like, no, I'm not getting no Sifka.
This draft is mainly down the line. It's not a right now draft.
If you're doing right now, he had an F or a D minus. If it's to do it, if it's to use these players down the line, because think about it, next year everybody's off the team really, except for Angel, Miller, and the 2 rookies, and Sifka, and Atkins will sign back. So, because everybody else gonna be gone, I don't think Sluty might be staying.
He might retire, but
Right.
Tyler Morris ain't the only one scouting Maddie. Everybody was scouting Maddie.
All right.
Got a 6'4" stretch that could shoot the 3 before she was injured. She was the hottest thing other than Fitz Grease.
Oh yeah, Camilla. Yeah, Juice. Camilla's gonna have a good jump because Camilla's in a better space now. Like she has somebody there who's actually working with her, getting her better. Like they didn't have nobody on the coaching staff last year who could work with Camilla from a big standpoint. They didn't. If Jeff P finds a way to get Layla Thornton in mid-season trade, I will never say anything bad about him again. You mean Kayla Thornton? That's who we really needed to wing is Kayla.
Yep.
She would fit perfectly, and we could move Kia Nurse streaky ass to the bench.
Right.
I'm like, I wouldn't say nothing bad about him after that either. I would take Thornton too.
Yeah, Thornton,
Why Angel and Camilla keep getting stuck with the rookie head coach? Man, it's the way it is, man.
That's a good question.
Do anyone trust Jeff scouting? No.
Hell no.
Indiana Fever outside of New York, I think Aces might win the chip. Sluty says she want to play until she 40 HD. I don't have a problem with her playing, but okay, just think of this, MJ. Let's put this in perspective, okay? You have Sluty, right? Now, you're building your team. Sluty, I don't see them letting her. If Jeff lets her start until she's 40, like the Mercury did with DT, the Sky are going to be in big trouble. We don't need Sluty. Now, if she says I'm gonna move to the bench after a year, bet. But I can't go 3-5 years down the line and we got Sluty still, dog. I can't do it.
You're gonna have to get you a point guard next year. Period, point blank. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to get a wing next year. Period, point blank. You're gonna have to get you a 5. Period, point blank. It's that simple.
Yeah, Tiffany Cole. I didn't agree with that either. I would have kept Tilly too. I wanted Tilly. I wanted Thornton too. Yeah, you guys think Asia Wilson will score another 1,000 points this season?
Yes.
No, I don't think she will, because you got Jewel on the team now, and I think they're going to spend most of the season getting her the ball to get her acclimated.
I don't think she's gonna have a year like that. I think they're gonna go back to depending on Asia again.
Right. Camilla isn't a strong finisher at the rim to me. She's not. She got to get better. She got to get better. Sometimes she don't jump up. She don't jump a little bit. She try to use her height and gets pinned sometimes to the hoop. I mean, but I think she'll get better. I'm not really worrying about that. AZ Fudd and Latson. I would take AZ Fudd, but I'm not taking Latson. Like, then we don't need HVL because you just got somebody better than her. And I don't think they're going to do that.
Who said they're getting them to?
Right. We don't even think. I don't even think he targeting them too.
Hell no, he's not even. Come
No,
on
and
now,
Jeff gonna get somebody from the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic.
Jeff. Y'all got to realize Jeff don't know basketball, dog. He don't.
He don't. Right.
He do not know basketball, dog. And Fudd them gonna be a top 5 pick. So
if the Connecticut Sun finish last, AB, we'll be able to pick up that high.
We talking basketball, right, little bro? I'm not finna trust the GM that really fumbled the bag with these picks this year.
All right.
Come on, dog.
I agree, man. You're right.
It's crazy, dog. But if Fudd is there, you get her. That'll be a great addition. Then you can slide Area to the damn point and put Fudd at that 2 spot.
Mm-hmm.
And you sign what I do. I'll probably sign Vandersloot to a 1-year deal, limit to her minutes, get you a damn point.
Well, AB letting that be known.
Yeah, bro, because it's basketball. I guess it's simple. It's simple, bro. It's simple. It's simple basketball moves, dog.
Yeah, Tippy and Co. That's why, yeah. She not, yeah. Maddie, yeah, they put her at the 3. Yeah, they forced her there.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. I'm not sure. Camilla smiles a lot. The humble giant. Yeah, that's true, but
she a killer though.
She unalive you. Real brief.
I'm sorry. She found a destination. You.
Mm-hmm. I saw that. Let's see. What's up with Cameron Brink? Is she even cleared to play yet? Cam's
She'll be
coming
back in like June.
Right, June, right?
Yeah, they said June.
Okay, Brad, be safe, man. Thanks for coming by. Bantam always been an off the bench rotation player, and she always played in all-star lineup teams at Chicago. She have a bigger role because it's a young developing team. Yeah, that's who she is. Like Bantam would fit better on like a championship ready team. Like she would fit good on that.
To do what? To do what?
To shoot.
Okay. When they blowing teams out, then you put her in.
Okay. Right.
Gotcha. Got it.
HD, have you watched Sivka? I just don't understand international players, especially the age requirement because she's 19 and Leone didn't come until 24, 25. Bro, I told you, dog, he don't care about the draft. He's banking on them making the playoffs, and he's finna bring in talent from free agency. Like, I think this team next year is gonna be completely different.
If they get the free agents.
Right.
Because the good thing is Bantam and Mojo will be off the books after this year.
Right.
And Michelle, bye-bye.
Tankathon just updated. Chicago got Connecticut's pick if Connecticut missed the playoffs. Thanks, James.
Okay.
AB said to do what? AB said to kick Jeff ass out the office and put him there.
He's a terrible GM, dog. You banking on, man, you don't have time to be projects this and projects that now, bro. Get your core players, people that been in the league a little bit longer. You mess them around the rookies and you get them better. That's how you build your team.
Maddie 6'3" behind at the 3, but Mick 6 feet at the 4. Tyler has no idea what he's doing. He put Mick there because Maddie's not ready. And the lineup they had out there, he had Jessica, Morgan Birch, and he wanted to try Maddie at the 3 because that lets me know they don't trust Rebecca Allen, they don't trust Bantam, and they damn sure don't trust Michaela at the 3. So that's why they were trying her at the 3. Tyler and Jeff want versatile players. Like they want a player to be able to play multiple positions, not just one position. But my thing is, why didn't you just get Sellers and then go get Isaiah or Sanaya Rivers? Like,
yeah. If you're going to play positionless basketball,
right. Get players who can play multiple positions. What are you guys' expectations for Elizabeth Williams off the bench? I don't have no expectations. E Will's gonna be a veteran. She has a high IQ and she's gonna do whatever it takes to win games and teach
she's
them.
going to be solid. She's going to be solid.
Right.
She's going to be very solid. I'm not worried about E Will.
Yeah, I'm not worried about E Will. If ESPN got Angel at 25 overall, technically we can't expect much from her. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not expecting nothing. And when the Sky make the playoffs or they do what they supposed to do, then what they gonna say?
No, and then you can't worry about ESPN.
Right. Exactly. Hey, me, I can't stand Jeff. I'm trying to hang in there. I'm Aces first, Sky second, Skaces, but Jeff be pissing me off. Jeff piss all us off.
Man, Jeff pissed off the whole Chicago nation.
Right. You got Bears fans mad. And they don't even watch the W.
No. man,
They
what
don't
is
like
Jeff
Jeff.
doing? Yeah, you got people overseas, and what the hell is Jeff doing?
Yeah, I'm like, why would you pick Sifka?
I didn't
She not
understand that.
coming over
I
here.
didn't understand that pick at all, bro.
That was dumb as
Hell,
hell.
if that was the case, hell, you shouldn't have picked Bree Hall. Hell.
The coach liked Ken better at Tiffy. The fever cut Tipson.
I know you happy.
Huh?
Oh, so they cut Tips, so they gonna keep Brianna Turner.
Let me see.
Oh boy.
What they say here? I'm trying to see. Hold on.
I thought they kept him.
Yeah, I thought they kept it too. Nah, I didn't see him cut him. Yeah, I ain't see it. I don't see it. Y'all think Michaela reached her ceiling? Man, hell yeah. Man, her ceiling touched the flow.
Yeah, so if you yeah. Are they gonna try to trade Michaela?
I would trade her, bro. Like, if I could trade her, Bantam, and Mojo, I'm doing it right now. Because, well, I can't trade Mojo because they not gonna take that. But if I could trade her and Bantam, I'll do it right now. Sivka hasn't even signed her contract. What would be the main reason New York Liberty won't win the championship again this season? I think personally they're still loaded. They could beat them. I mean they could win it all. Like the New York Liberty, I think have the deepest bench of anybody. That's me, personally. I think the Aces have the best starting five in the league, so the Liberty could still win.
What the Liberty is going to come down to desire. Do you want to be back-to-back champions? It's going to come down to desire and will.
The Sky beat the Fever. I got Fever winning opening night, and then I got us winning the next 3 or 4. After that, I think the Fever beat us opening night, and we win the next 3 and 4. So I think we're going to start out 4-1 or 5-1. I don't think we beat the Fever though.
Not opening night, not on ESPN.
Yeah, not on ESPN. Hell no. That's a trap. That's a trap.
Oh boy, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Jabbar, don't get HD started on how he feel about Michaela. He gave us a 30-minute rundown on Says Talk Sport.
Hey man,
I'm Michelle. Man,
Michelle, I agree with my little brother. I agree with my little brother, man. Michaela is like, dog, y'all are so in tune to try to develop this young lady as a wing player, and she's not a great wing player at all. She can't play defense. She don't shoot the three well.
Shout out to Michelle, man, coming from Auntie Says page. I love you, Michelle. You still my peoples. Black Thrashian and the Mercury must be trash. No, the Mercury not trash. The Mercury just don't have a bench, but they're not trash. The Mercury could make the playoffs, but they're not winning no championship, not without a bench. Fever haven't made the last. Oh, okay. Thanks, Tipico. They better not keep turnover attempts. Danielle gonna blow a gasket. Are Chicago Sky capable of winning against the Fever? I think they could. I think they could win.
They play 5 times, so
I think the Sky will win. I think the Sky will win twice, and the Fever win 3 times. I'll keep Mo, but Mo, Jeff, and Bantam can kick rocks with no show-ups. I agree. I agree. Tiffy Cole is disappointing me. She not disappointing me. Damn, looks like I've started something. Sorry. Hey, you good, Jabari. You good, my G. Yeah, she not great of a coach, in my opinion. No, Stephanie White ain't great. What has Stephanie White done? Like, to warrant this much love? I don't get it. Yeah, they do. I've got Sparks as a sleeper team. And when is Cameron Brink coming back? Cameron Brink, I think, coming back in June.
Yeah, they said June.
Yeah, in June. He said her last name is White. I mean, we'll see, man. Stephanie White might come out there and shock all us. We don't know.
We'll see.
They said end of June, early July for Cam. Sparks don't have any defense. They don't have none.
And you got Kelsey Plum at the point guard.
Good luck.
Good luck.
But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, people. You know, thank y'all for coming by. Thank my brother AB for being with me for the whole night.
Yes, sir.
Tiffy say, wait, why does everyone hate Bantam? Because she's streaky and she's a horrible defender.
And she don't play defense at all.
She don't play defense and she's streaky. But thank y'all for coming by, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If y'all love what you hear, donate to the page, go to the description box, hit the link to the Cash App, or you guys can super chat or leave a super thanks. Thank you guys for your love and blessings, man. We are out of here. The Chicago Sky should have kept Camila Cardoso's developed the hook shot. I mean, they're going to be good. I mean, you got to give them some time. But thank y'all for listening. I'm out. Easy.